It's time for high school football. This week we turn back the clock to November 1st, 2013, and the Week 9 contest between the Santa Maria Gators and the East Ascension Spartans. After 8 games, Santa Maria was 6-2 on the season, while East Ascension entered Week 9 at 7-1. Both teams were coming off of a loss the week before and looking to add to their regular season resume in the second-to-last game of the regular season. The 34th meeting between the parish rivals drew an overflow crowd to the old stadium on Burnside, and the game's outcome was in doubt until the final minute. Easton Roth and myself, Lyle Boudreau, have the call on this week's Ascension Glory Days on the EATEL Game of the Week. Tonight we have got a standing room only crowd. The Santa Maria Gators have made their entrance a moment ago. And right now the fireworks going off as the Spartans get ready to come on to the field. Well, that's just part of all of the activities that have been going on this week as Santa Maria and East Ascension get ready to meet for the 34th time on the playing field. Tonight we are at Spartan Stadium. East Ascension coming in at 7-1, Santa Maria at 6-2. Both teams are 2-1. I'm Lyle Boudreau along with Easton Roth. High school football, we got a dandy tonight here at Spartan Stadium. 2 nights ago it was the shout-out. When these two teams meet, they have the shout-out at Lamar Dixon. Let's go now and take a look at some of the activities that went on 2 nights ago as they had the shout-out between East Ascension and Santa Maria at Lamar Dixon.
I'm going to just tell you, it's unreal to have the families involved with both sides. But look, we've been doing that our whole life, taking care of the community, working with the community. This is no different. We're raising money for schools, and that's what we want to do. We want to raise money for schools.
Tonight is really one of our favorite nights of the year. I think James LeBlanc says it really well whenever he says it's 2 communities coming together to support our children. And having grown up in this community, I also think of it as being one big community event.
I do. I agree that it is a great opportunity for all of us to just kind of come together. Although it's a friendly, competitive nature and just a rivalry between us, our kids are really friends with one another and just really enjoy this time to be able to support their schools in good spirit.
Well, you know, it's such an exciting week, with all the events that our community does. It's great for our kids, everything. So really, the biggest thing is that they stay focused on the game, and don't get too much, into all the events and everything that goes on, and have fun, enjoy themselves, but know to keep the main thing in the back of their mind when that's the ball game.
This is a huge festivity, community pep rally. It's not even started, it's already getting loud. It's going to be wild, fun time tonight, but the big focus for us is the game. 2 excellent football teams, that'll be a heck of a battle.
And that was the goings-on only a couple of nights ago with part of the shout-out as they were able to raise a whole lot of money. We'll be telling you about that. Fireworks have gone off. They've had smoke when Santa Maria came out on the field. Gators are wearing white tonight with orange numbers, orange pants. East Ascension in their home blues. We are getting ready for some football between these two schools meeting for the 34th time. And before we have the kickoff, we will take a break. Then we have the kickoff on our EATEL Game of the Week tonight, Santa Maria and East Ascension.
Hi, Erin, reminding you it's time to speed things up with all-fiber internet from EATEL. Your connectivity needs keep expanding, streaming, surfing, and playing games. And EATEL continues to stay ahead of the curve with the fastest speeds. Plus, our eRow whole home Wi-Fi will eliminate dead spots in your home. EATEL takes the hassle out of setting things up so you get our #1 rated reliability from the bedroom to the patio. As always, you will get the personal service you deserve from EATEL. Fast, local, reliable.
Get ready to kick off the savings at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Save $11,000 on new 2020 Sierra or 2020 Envision, $13,000 off at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. New Sierra, $11,000 off. 2020 Envision, $13,000 off. RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Hi, Monica Arnold, reminding you that your support of EATEL Cares is helping education in our area. Volunteer Ascension is a dynamic organization in our area. Their annual school tools drive gets kids the resources they need to succeed. The EATEL Technology Awards provides laptops for college to deserving seniors. Teachers are awarded cash for resources through our Reach a Kid grants. We could not do it without your patronage. Thanks for supporting EATEL and education.
Right now, the referees are from the River Parishes Association. Let's find out what the referee coach Hank Vigner has to talk about with the co-captains. Looks a little different seeing the Santa Monica Gators wearing white jerseys with orange numbers. Last couple of years, they've worn the orange jerseys. 17-16, Santa Monica leads as we get ready to play football here tonight on an ideal Friday night, the 1st of November. Gators lead the series 17-16. The point totals are fairly close. Santa Monica 778 points, East Ascension 699. They have played every year since 1978 except in 2005. That game not played because of Hurricane Katrina. And we are ready for football here tonight. Standing room only crowd here at Spartan Stadium as we get ready to get it on, and so much is at stake, not only bragging rights, but playoff implications here tonight.
Well, Al, it should be a heck of a football game tonight between these two fine teams. Both teams, still in the thick of the district race, and win the night will really help both of them in power points. So, not only is this a great rivalry, but, tonight really is the first time in a couple of years this game has as much meaning and a lot more riding on it than we've had between these two schools in a long period of time.
Both teams are coming off of disappointing losses last week, 1-point losses. Dutchtown defeated East Ascension 7-6, handing them their first loss of the year. Meanwhile, in overtime, in a shocker, Woodlawn defeated Santa Monica 28-27 when they went for 2, dropping Santa Monica to 6-2. But right now, everybody's on their feet. The whistles blow. We're ready for football. Adam Bosworth has got this underway, and it's going to be taken in around the 2, out to the 10, the 15, the return out across the 20, and you can already see the hard hitting has started as we are playing football now and underway. Santa Ma's going to have a 1st and 10. Tyler Dixon, the junior quarterback, will lead the offense out on the field. Tyler has rushed for 537 yards this year. He's also thrown for 939. Tyler is going to be wearing jersey uniform number 4 tonight. He will be wearing number 4 in honor of his teammate Ricky Williams, who broke his ankle last week. So number 4, Dixon will be the quarterback. First down handoff is going to go to Cody Raffray. And an inside handoff. Raffray is going to get it out across the 25. Pick up about 3 on a first down. We'll take a look at the Santa Ma offense. Perfect night to play some football. Second down and about 7 coming up now for the Gators. Inside handoff, and it's going to be a tackle for a loss. Dominic Williams, one of the tacklers. There is a flag as we look at the offense. Wide receivers Kane Hanna and Marquise Hampton. Justin Dixon. You can also look tonight for Marquise Hampton to play some quarterback. Those 5 offensive linemen, Simmers, Gibson, Watts, Villeneuve, and Brignac. They've been there all year long.
Holding on White. 10 yards to the spot of the foul. Still second down.
In the backfield, it'll be Cody Raffray and Evan Matheny. So they're going to have to pick up the slack when Ricky Williams went down with that injury.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Oliver this week. Ricky Williams had 444 yards rushing coming into this ball game. But it's that between Evan Matheny and Cody Raffray and Hampton, they'll be moving those guys all over the backfield as Hampton right now is in the backfield for the Gators.
Well, last year this game came down to the final seconds. Here's a pass on second down, a little swing pass. It's not going to do much. East Ascension's got that one surrounded as they do get it out to Marquise Hampton. For Hampton, that is his 28th catch of the year. Spartans on defense. Williams, Knowles, Vallow, Semino up front. Linebackers, and they're active. Darville, Smith, and Watts. Secondary, Green, Lambert, Dunbar, and Anderson. That'll be the 11 who only allowed 7 points last week to touchdown. Third down and long. Dixon scrambles out, throws incomplete. Pass intended to a receiver in front of the Santa Ma bench, and it is now going to be 3 and out for the Santa Ma offense. Coming in to do the punting will be Jordan LeBourgeois, averaging a shade over 34 yards per punt.
That's a good job by the East Ascension defense forcing that 3 and out. The Santa Ma offense averaging 34 points per game. And again, similar to last week, allow East Ascension to come up with very good field position on their first offensive possession.
Jordan LeBourgeois will be punting it away. East Ascension's going to have deep Jaquil Jacobs. Also back there will be Tyler Green. The holding penalty ended up pushing him back. And the punt is not going to be a good one. That's going to be off the foot of LeBourgeois. And East Ascension's going to have even better field position than what they thought they would. As Lane Trahan is going to lead the Spartan offense out onto the field. Spartans are going to get it inside the 30-yard line. Been an outstanding senior year for Trahan. He has thrown for 1,735 yards on the season, 15 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. There you see his career yards, 3,253 yards, as that was a 14-yard punt by Jordan LeBourgeois. And the Spartans have great field position to begin their first possession now at Santa Ma's 27. Gator defense has been stout all year long. Chad Hill is going to start out in motion, and it's a fumble snap, and Trahan's got to cover it up. And not the way you want to start a ball game, especially in a rival contest.
Not at all, Lyle. You know, look at the Spartan offense, averaging 38 points per game. You can see the starting lineup right there.
Chad Hill is one of the receivers. Jared Adams is not going to play tonight. He's not dressed out. Josh Andrews will be in at wide receiver. Up front, you've got Hargrave, Keller, Bateman, Pichardo, and Hebert. Trahan, the quarterback. In the backfield will be T.J. Miles, Joshua Walker. And East Ascension now looking at a second down and about 17. Fake one way, now come back to Chad Hill. Hill's going to be knocked down on an outstanding defensive play by Santa Ma. They did not allow Chad Hill to get loose, and it is going to bring up now third down and long. We'll take a look at the Gator defense. There you see the 3 guys up front, Milan, LeBlanc, Johnson, Brown, Trish, Martinez, and Hendricks, your linebackers. Secondary, Lewis, Young, Bartholomew, and Daracel. teams like to stay away from Jonathan Lewis. They do not like to throw the football in his area. It's 3rd down now and 15.
Santa Monica defense, a 3-man front right now. Chad Hill coming in motion.
Spartans have 5 receivers in this set. Pass downfield, almost intercepted. That ball thrown in a lot of traffic, trying to hit Chad Hill. A little bit surprised that time that maybe they didn't try to pick up some of the 15, because now they're going to send the punt team out, so it'll be a 3 and out for both teams. East Ascension went 3 and out, but Santa Monica's defense really backed up against the wall at the 27, but they get the job done thanks to a missed snap on 1st down.
Well, they did a great job. They're only giving up 14 points per game. The Santa Monica secondary very good also, Lau. They have 15 interceptions for the year, and they almost picked one off right there.
Lane Trahan averaging 32 yards a punt. He's in the punt now on 4th down. Spartans punting it. They've got it inside the Santa Monica 35. Angling for the coffin corner. That's going to end up in the end zone. So that's going to be a 32-yard punt. However, it only is going to be a 12-yard net. So Santa Monica, I guess you could say, in some ways, has dodged the first bullet of the ball game. They're going to get the ball now at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Just shy of 3 minutes gone by in this game.
Santa Monica offense averaging 34 points per game, but averaging 218 yards rushing per game, 118 yards passing per game for a total of 336 yards.
Tyler Dixon hands it off, inside handoff on a 1st down run. And that's going to be Evan Matheny. Matheny is going to be one of the 2 running backs picking up the load left by Ricky Williams. Matheny with over 320 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. He's also effective as a receiver coming out of the backfield.
You know, Santa Monica team likes to rush the ball more than like to pass. They've rushed 352 times. They've thrown 161 times.
2nd down and 2. Matheny brought down from behind by Jalen Watts. But it will be a 1st down. And with 8:33 to go in quarter number 1, we've got our game's first down.
I think you'll see the Santa Monica offense really try to pound the ball and run it right at this East Ascension defense.
If you've been watching Santa Monica all year, Tyler Dixon wearing jersey number 4 tonight, not number 8. Handoff right up the middle. Is not going to get much. Might get about a yard before being pushed back. Dominique Williams, one of the tacklers for East Ascension. That was Evan Matheny, who has carried it now 3 times in a row. Huge crowd here tonight. They've got them. All the seats are taken, and they are standing up deep along the way here at Spartan Stadium. Ideal night for football on this November 1st. 2nd down and 9. Big handoff inside, and a nice run. It's going to be just shy of a 1st down. That is Cody Raffray. Raffray with his 40th carry of the year, and that's a big gainer.
Well, that was a missed tackle right there. They should have had a tackle. Nice hole right there, but somebody East Ascension had a shot at him and was not able to bring him down, bring it up at 3rd and about 1 or 2, and I think we're going to see East Ascension stack the line of scrimmage up with the defense right here. They expect to run all the way.
A lot of new personnel coming in right now. They're going to go with their heavies. They like to go with a quick snap here. Tight bunch. 4th down, 3rd down, make it in 1. Hand it off and stood up. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Spartans had that play diagnosed. And it is going to be a loss and make it 4th down.
Right there.
DeAndre Darville.
And Jalen Watts.
Jalen Watts make the stops, and on 3rd and 1, Santa Monica denied. And here comes Jordan LeBourgeois for his 2nd punt.
Jordan LeBourgeois averaging for the year right around 35 yards per punt. Did not get off a very good punt the first time.
LeBourgeois shanked the first punt. Spartans are going to send back deep Tyler Green. 4th down and 2. Will they possibly fake it here? Long count.
Good kick.
Spartans look like they've got a return on, and this thing has got a ton of hang time with it, and it's going to be brought in around the 23-yard line by Tyler Green. So East Ascension had it inside Santa Monica's 30 to start the ball game. They're now backed up inside their 25, and East Ascension is going to get their 2nd series. Spartans' 1st series just did not start well. when the first snap ended up getting by the quarterback, Lane Trahan.
The Spartan offense averaging 38 points per game last week. Not very productive offensive all. They averaging about 200, rushing 185 yards per game, passing 217, 403 yards a game. Far less than what they got last week against Dutchtown.
39-yard punt with no return, so good job by LeBourgeois. Handoff right up the middle. That's going to be Joshua Walker with his 74th carry of the year. And the tackle is going to be made by Reese LeBlanc, a gain of about 3. I think we're at the point right now where a lot of these stats we can throw out the window, as we saw last week against Dutchtown. Spartans came in averaging over 45 points a ball game, or right at 45, and they ended up with 2 field goals.
Well, the competition has changed.
A little bit different competition now as these seasons are winding down for both the Gators and the Spartans. Josh Walker gets it out to the 27-yard line. Spartans are going to now look at a 3rd down and about 5. Again, the tackle made by Reese LeBlanc.
Now, Josh Walker with 368 yards and 73 carries coming into tonight's ball game. Also has a lot of yards passing for the Spartans. Let's see the Spartans choose to put it up in the air right here.
This is going to be the 6th snap of the game for East Ascension on offense. Sandoval has the game's only first down. Right now, Sandoval moving around. They got everybody. They got about 8 guys in the box. Play action. One-on-one coverage. Incomplete. There is no flag. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and make it 4th down and 5. Tight coverage, and they did a very good job covering Chad Hill.
I tell you, Chad Hill, that time thought for sure somebody got his hands on him. He turned around immediately. I don't know if that was a good call at all. I think Chad Hill was interfered with that time.
Well, Landon Young, who leads the Gators with 4 interceptions, had one-on-one coverage and did the job. So the Spartans, for the 2nd time tonight, is going to go 3 and out. There's 5:08 to go in our first quarter and no score.
Lane Trahan back to punt for the Spartans.
Right now, Sandoval is starting to win the battle of field position as the field is starting to flip a little bit. This ball is going to end up going out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. East Ascension ended up having it at the 27 in Sandoval territory to start the game. Gators now get it out at the 39. The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC, for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program. Nice dump off pass. They get it to Marquise Hampton, and it'll depend where they spot him out of bounds. It'll be shy of a 1st down. He stepped out apparently just across the 45, but a nice job of getting the ball into probably their most explosive offensive player. It's going to be 2nd down and 3.
And Coach Oliver says you find Hampton all over the field tonight.
So 2nd down and short, 5 receivers set, a keeper all the way by Dixon. And this does not fool the Spartans as East Ascension's got this play smelled out. That's going to end up being Carlton Vallow who makes the tackle, and it's going to bring up now 3rd down and 3.
Carlton Vallow has been seeing a lot of action for the Spartans on defense. A 5'11", 204-pound junior that time, just getting a lot of pressure and making contact with Dixon almost immediately.
Both defenses having their way for the most part in this first quarter. 3rd down and short. Gators had a 3rd and 1 on their last possession, and East Ascension stopped them for a 1-yard loss. Forced to punt. That's Hampton in motion. Swing it out to Hampton. He's got it. Hampton's got a 1st down. Gators are going to be in Spartan territory. Very safe call just out of the backfield. Dixon to Hampton, and a 1st down at the East Ascension 47-yard line.
And you can see by the formation that time when they moved Hampton over right there that they were going that way to him. They had the Spartan defense outnumbered that time. When Hampton went in motion, they were 1 man short on the defensive side of the ball. Hampton picks up the 1st down.
Tyler Dixon has thrown 9 touchdown passes. He has had 7 intercepted. He's run for 7 touchdowns. He's passed for 9. He's also caught a couple passes this year. Handoff, they're going to get it to Hampton again, so they're featuring Marquise Hampton on this drive. He'll sneak it inside the 45 down to the 44. That'll be about a 3-yard first down run, bringing up now 2nd down and 7. Gators are going to be at the line of scrimmage. Look like they may try to hurry it up here a little bit.
That was a good job of Marquise Hampton that time. The play designed to go outside. He started opening on the inside and cut it back to the inside, picking up about 3 yards.
In Spartan territory now at the 44. It's going to be 2nd down. Cody Raffray in the backfield to the right of Dixon. It's going to be a draw play to Raffray. And Raffray is hit hard by DeAndre Darville. Darville spins down Raffray right at the line of scrimmage.
Devin Semino, too, also number 96. You're going to see him right there come into the picture right there along with Darville, to make that tackle.
Semino did a very good job that time of fighting off the block. Makes the tackle along with Darville. It's now 3rd down and 7. Dixon, they set up a screen pass, blown up by the Spartans, and that is
Jalen Watts.
That's going to be Jalen Watts, who was there to blow the play up, and this did not get what they were looking for as Cody Raffray made the grab, and there was Watts.
I tell you what, good thing Watts was there. That was a great play on his part. They had that thing set up, but Jalen Watts just smelled it from the very beginning, ran right by the guy that was supposed to block him, and really put a hit on that ball carrier.
Spartan linebackers Jalen Watts and Jazz Smith play well in space. They can run sideline to sideline, do a good job. We saw them both make plays last week against Dutchtown. So Sandoval now on 4th and 9. They're going to have to punt. The 3rd punt already for Jordan LaBourgeois in this first quarter. His last punt had great hang time. Not a good punt at all. This one's going to be short, and it's going to bounce out of bounds, and the Spartans will have it out around the 30-yard line with 1:58 to go. It's going to end up being only a 13-yard punt, and the Spartans are going to get it with some great field position as we have got a huge crowd here tonight, as you would expect on an ideal night for football here on week number 9 on November 1st.
Couldn't ask for anything better. People standing everywhere. There's not an empty seat anywhere. And they've been out on the street all day long having a good time. Cousins, brothers, sisters, and everything else. Just having a blast getting ready for this game tonight.
Spartans not been able to generate any offense so far. This inside handoff is going to go nowhere. It is immediately blown up. That handoff went to Josh Walker. Nothing there. Spartans had trouble last week. Did not get in the end zone. A couple of field goals was all they could get. Peyton Trish brought down Walker for a 2-yard loss. Make it a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
This Gator defense has been strong all season long, only giving up 14 points.
Well, they are really jamming the line of scrimmage right now. This is going to be Chad Hill. They try to get him out on a sweep. Hill turns the corner. Chad Hill is going to be about a yard short of a first down. He gets it out to the 43-yard line. Well, he may have a first down. He does have a first down, so that'll be the first of the night for East Ascension. And a nice job by Hill to cut it up once he got toward the sideline.
And that right there shows you the ability of Chad Hill. They brought him in motion. They gave him the ball. They're just trying to get him out in space. We can make something happen.
Interesting here, though, how Sandoval is really stacking the line of scrimmage. They're going to force the Spartans to throw, and here we go the other side. Pass inside to Hill. Going to end up with only about a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Tackle made by Bo Brown, a linebacker. So the Spartans have 2nd and long. We're inside a minute to go, quarter number 1.
And I think the Spartans feel like they've got to get the ball in Chad Hill's hands as much as possible. That time I thought Chad Hill came back to the inside. Should have taken a little bit more to the outside, would have had more running room. He ran right into the heart of the defense.
2nd down now and 8. Spartans good field position. They're out at their 45-yard line. Right now, Sandoval shows a 3-man rush. Pass out here, bobbled around, hauled in. That's Chad Hill again. And it looks like Hill's going to end up with a first down, and it will be.
See Chad Hill right there, bobble the ball, puts a little move right there and fights for extra yardage to pick up another Spartan first down. So the Spartans with 2 first downs in a row here on this possession.
So East Ascension able now to move the ball in Sandoval territory at the 48-yard line. Make it the 47-yard line. Could be the final play of the quarter. Clock winding down, 15 seconds. Scoreless first quarter. We saw a lot of defense last week in our game. Dutchtown defeated East Ascension on the EATEL game of the week, 7-6. Final 5 seconds now, quarter number 1. Trahan to throw. This is Josh Andrews with his second grab of the season. And Andrews is going to be down to the 43-yard line. That's going to be about a 3-yard gain, making a 4-yard gain. And that's going to be the end of quarter number 1. 34th meeting between these two schools. We are scoreless after 1 as we head to quarter number 2. Spartans with their first serious drive of the night. Well, we've talked about the shout-out, which was a couple of nights ago. Spartan shout-out. They announced today they released the final numbers on the payout to Santa Monica and East Ascension. And after totaling the sponsorships, T-shirts, and jambalaya sales, each school receives $18,000. So they made $36,000 this year. And that is a lot of volunteer work, a lot of volunteers, and a lot of man hours went into that. $18,000 each school, a big check they were presented before the game tonight. And East Ascension's Trey Russell, the EATEL Community Relations Manager, said that EATEL is proud to be one of the major corporate sponsors of the shout-out, and they have been now for 5 years. EATEL has many employees and family members that have graduated from both EA and Santa Monica, and that EATEL is very proud to be able to keep such a fan and local tradition alive in our community. So, some of the sights and sounds of the shout-out a couple of nights ago. Here we've got second quarter action. It's going to bring up second down. Spartans with their first drive of the night. Had it inside the 27-yard line in Santa Monica. Actually, they never got inside the 27. They lost 13 yards on their first play from scrimmage to start the ball game. Fake it to Walker, one-on-one downfield. This is Chad Hill. He's got it on a deflection, and Hill's going to go in the end zone. One-on-one coverage. The deflection off the hand of Landon Young, and it is going to be a 44-yard strike. The 16th TD pass for Trahan this year.
I tell you, see that pass where it hangs a little bit. You see the tip right there by the defender. Good concentration by Chad Hill. He takes it, and he just runs down the sidelines for the touchdown.
So Landon Young, I thought maybe we might see Jonathan Lewis guarding Chad Hill tonight, but it is going to be a Spartan touchdown, 44 yards out. Trahan's 16th of the year, Chad Hill's 10th touchdown catch of the year. Bosworth's extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 11:51 to go in our first half. First score is East Ascension 7-0.
Get ready to kick off the savings at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Save $11,000 on new 2020 Sierra or 2020 Envision, $13,000 off at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. New Sierra, $11,000 off. 2020 Envision, $13,000 off. RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
It's obvious as we play here early in the second quarter that both coaches want to get their playmakers involved. Chad Hill for East Ascension, Marquise Hampton for Santa Monica. They're trying to get them as many touches as they possibly can. This kickoff now is going to come down at the 5 off the foot of Adam Bosworth. And it's going to go down prior to the 20-yard line, and that is going to be DeAndre Darville. He's the starting linebacker, but he's also on special teams, and he just made a huge hit.
I tell you, that was a big hit right there by Darville. He stopped the ball carrier right in his tracks. DeAndre Darville, one of the best linebackers in this district by far.
So it'll be Santa Monica's turn to try to answer now as they've got the football at their 19-yard line. Tyler Dixon wearing uniform number 4 tonight. Dixon's got a receiver, incomplete. There is a flag down. Could be a procedure, illegal procedure against or movement against Santa Monica. Option will lie with EA, but that was certainly a catchable ball that Hampton did not bring in.
But that was moved at that time by the back number 31 for the Santa Monica Gators, Raffrey. He moved a little bit before the ball was snapped.
Illegal shift on the offense. Penalty accepted, 5 yards. Replay first down.
So the Spartans are going to move them back 5, make it now 1st and 15. Be interesting to see down the road how big a play that deflection and reception by Hill ends up being, as the defenses are kind of dominating here. Dixon now flushed out of the pocket inside his 5. Tries to cut it back now up the middle of the field. And after all of this is said and done, he'll get a couple of the penalty yards back. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and long. Good coverage apparently in the secondary.
Great coverage in the secondary. He had no one open that time, but also give Tyler Dixon credit because he could have taken a huge loss. Once he saw everybody was covered, he just picked his spot and, picked up 2 or 3 yards.
2nd down and 3 as we're a minute into quarter number 2. Spartans have scored their first touchdown in a couple of weeks. Dixon to throw. Over the middle, got a receiver. What a nice grab. Brought in by the receiver, Justin Duhan. And that is the 18th grab of the year for Duhan and a huge first down.
I tell you, and all season long, the Spartans have been a little bit tentative in the middle of the field in covering the pass. And Duhan that time wide open right down the middle makes a big grab on 3rd down.
Duhan's longest reception of the year had been 26 yards. He also returns punts. Here's a handoff and a running play. Nice run. Boy, bodies are colliding out to the 45-yard line. That's going to be Cody Raffray, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 2. So a quick hitter, gains about 8.
Yeah, Cody Raffray, a big old fullback. I can tell you right now, watch this collision right here. He put the hurt on a tackler right there. Look at that collision.
Raffray with 7 grabs on the year, or 7 touchdowns. This ball dropped by Marquise Hampton. He's had a couple of those now. Raffray is kind of Santa Ma's answer to Kawan Coleman for touchdown. They like to go to him when they get near the goal line. And right now it's going to be a 3rd down and a long 1 coming up for Santa Ma with 10:21 left in the half.
He's essentially been pretty successful early in this ball game on 3rd downs. Let's see what Santa Ma's will dial up here.
Spartans have 4 down linemen defensively. Santa Ma's got a 4 receiver set. Hampton's the running back, now shifts to the right of Dixon. Play develops very slowly, but Hampton does a good job to get loose, and Hampton's got a first down. He's at the Spartan 45-yard line, and it is going to be a 1st down and 10. As we look around, boy, there are people standing. They've got this Spartan Stadium surrounded with fans here tonight.
It's a good job that time between Dixon and Raffray that time. Spartans thought Dixon was going to keep the ball, and last minute gave it to Raffray, who broke for a lot of yards.
Jalen Watts made the tackle. Down to the 40-yard line goes the run. So nice 5-yard run by Raffray on 1st down. Boy, in a game like this, you always want to stay ahead of the chains, but especially in a game like this. And that was a nice 1st down run for Santa Ma. 2nd down and 5 now coming up.
Santa Ma likes to run the football. That's their thing, even though they're going back right here to throw.
Dixon flushed out. He's going to now run. And a nice job to avoid first the loss and pick up about 2 yards down to the 38. So it'll be a 3rd down and about 3. Got to wonder right here if this isn't 4-down territory for the Gators. Inside 9:20 to go in our first half.
And Tyler Dixon has run for over 550 yards this season for the Gators, so he's a threat.
3rd and short. Raffray lines up to the right of Dixon. Trips formation near side. Handed off. Raffray hit hard, knocked down. He could not get the 3 yards that he needed, and it is going to now be 4th down.
That was a good open field tackle that time by that Spartan. I thought Raffray was going to cut it up and make it. Well, you may be right. They may go for it here.
Martis Fountain made the tackle for East Ascension. And it is 4th down and 2.
Might try to draw them off sides here. Let's see.
Gators are going to go for it. Snap it back. They're going to try to throw for it, or will Dixon try to run? Dixon is going to go down shy of the 1st down. Nice job for East Ascension of closing. It looked like Dixon was going to have enough room to run for it, but the Spartans close well, and the 4th down gamble does not pay off.
I tell you, that was a great job of closing by that Spartan right there. That was unbelievable how quickly he closed to make that tackle.
So Spartans are going to take over on downs. And what it does also is it gives you very good field position. Spartans scored on their last possession. They've now got it at the 42-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st and 10. And for the first time tonight, looks like the Spartans are going to line up with a pair of backs flanking Trahan.
They can get that slant pass to Hill right now if they want it.
Hill down at the bottom of the screen. One-on-one coverage by Landon Young. Instead, it's going to be a run right up the middle and right at a 10-yard run by T.J. Miles. His first run of the night. It's going to be a 1st down. 31 rushes now for 135 yards and a couple of touchdowns for the senior, T.J. Miles.
Good blocking right here to see a little trap, a little pull around right there by number 71, Sam Hargrave. T.J. Miles, a senior, 5'7", 221, and the healthiest he's been in the last 2 weeks is tonight.
Out to the 47-yard line now, 1st and 10. Walker and Miles are going to flank Trahan again. That's Cade Wagasback in motion. Wagasback might have cut up too quickly.
He did.
It's going to be second. I'll make it 1st down now and 15. 7:58 to go, quarter number 1. Last year, these two teams played, and it was a 15-10 Santa Monica win here at Spartan Stadium. Spartans had a chance. They had a 1st and goal to go.
Offense, 5 yards, still 2nd down.
And the Santa Monica defense rose to the occasion and denied the Spartans the end zone. Here it's going to be 1st down now and 15. Glenn Darcy in the house tonight.
Shaking hands. Everybody glad to see Glenn. Niners must be off this week.
1st down and 15 now at the 42-yard line in Spartan territory. T.J. Miles now is going to line up to the left of Trahan. Miles is going to get the football, and second good run on this drive by Miles. He's going to get out near midfield. So they needed 15 yards on a 1st down run. They're going to get about 7 of them on that run. And it's going to bring up 2nd down now and about 7. Ball right at midfield.
A good job of the right side of the Spartan line that time, too. Milton Pichardo, Jacques Bear, Mason Bateman. I sent a picture right there of Boo Palele on the sideline. You can see he's very tight. He's very anxious.
2nd down now and 7. Trahan, one-on-one throw downfield. Chad Hill almost intercepted. Looked like Chad really misjudged that ball because he tried to go underneath Landon Young, and the ball ended up sailing over Chad Hill's head, and Young had the best chance at grabbing it.
Well, Chad was staying to the outside. All of a sudden at the end, he came back toward the inside, and luckily that ball was not picked off by Young. I was surprised they threw the ball on that 2nd down right there. They were running the ball very, very effectively. Now it brings up a 3rd and about 7. Look at that crowd.
Is some spots there about 10 deep along the way. Here's a pass, Joshua Walker. Spartans have something. It's going to be a 1st down run by Walker. That time, East Ascension had Santa Monica spread out all over the field, and they hit him with a big one to Josh Walker. And Walker catches his 25th pass of the year for 21 yards.
But a good job by Lane Trahan that time, getting the football and looking everybody off to his left. The screen sat up to the right. Last minute dumped it off to Walker. Walker broke the 1st tackle and picked up a huge 1st down.
Josh Bates is going to check in now for, I think, his first action of the night. Spartan offense was pretty much suffocated a week ago by Dutchtown's defense. Able to move the ball a little bit better so far in this 1st half.
They mixed it up better.
Which has now got 6:35 and counting to go in it.
Just Bates and Speedster in the backfield now for East Ascension.
Pass underneath to Chad Hill. Wants to go outside, but good job defensively by Landon Young. That's a good battle all night long. Landon Young, a junior for Santa Monica. Chad Hill, a senior for East Ascension. They've been going at each other throughout this 1st half.
And Landon Young, you know, with 4 INTs, they're trying to get the ball in Chad Hill's hands a lot more than what they tried last week.
Ball is around the 30-yard line now, 2nd down. Josh Bates will line up to the left of Trahan. Spartans with a trip to the far side. Miles is the motion man. Now a reverse to Chad Hill. They try to set up a wall. Cade Wagasback looks to throw a block. Look at Chad Hill go. Hill smells the end zone. Chad Hill's going to run it in for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. It'll be from 30 yards out.
That's a beautiful setup play right here. Hey, you see the reverse right there. Chad Hill, once he turns the corner, right there, he's down that sideline. Look at his speed right there, and he outruns the Santa Monica defense into the end zone for a touchdown. They're getting the ball in the right guy's hands tonight. They had trouble last week, but not this week. They're getting it to Chad Hill.
Adam Bosworth, 39 of 40 on the year, and extra points actually make that 40 of 41.
They short a man here.
And to attempt the extra point. So it was a touchdown reception from 44 yards out, Trahan to Hill. And now
need a timeout.
A 40-yard touchdown run by Hill. Spartans are going to get caught with illegal substitution. It doesn't really matter on an extra point attempt. 5:40 to go in our first half. And East Ascension has put a couple of touchdowns on the board. And you knew coming in that Chad Hill was going to be a focus point on the offensive side for EA, and it was going to be Marquise Hampton for Santa Monica. Coach Paul Bourgeois, he's been in 2 of these games so far, as this is his 3rd year as the head coach. And East Ascension is looking for their 2nd win in Coach Bourgeois' 3 years here.
He's not happy with that timeout. He didn't want to burn a timeout after he had scored a touchdown.
Well, on this date, believe it or not, this is the 34th time these two teams have met. This is only the 2nd time they've ever played on November 1st. That meeting on November 1st, 2002, Santa Monica won at the pit 17-13. Brian Babin, his brother Seth, is the offensive coordinator. Brian passed for 159 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Zimmerly for EA ran for 181 yards. Santa Monica won that game 17-13. That occurred on November 1st, 2002. So push it back 5 yards as the extra point attempt coming up now. Bosworth 1 for 1 tonight. Now 40 of 41. Mason Bateman will be the snapper. Lane Trahan's going to spot it down. We'll look at it from the end zone. Kicks up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 5:40 to go, first half. EA 14, Santa Monica nothing, as we've got the EATEL Game of the Week tonight from Spartan Stadium. The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program. Spartans go 6 plays and 63 yards. Keep in mind that they were able to take it and march it those 6 plays following a failed 4th down by Santa Monica. Gators tried to go for it on 4th and short. Spartans stopped them. And then East Ascension in 6 plays able to mix it up. A couple of nice runs by T.J. Miles kind of got that drive started, and then Chad Hill finished it up.
I tell you, they've run a good mixture of pass and run of sports tonight. They're mixing it up very, very well, keeping a Gator defense a little bit on the edge.
Adam Bosworth's going to kick it off. Come down to the 5-yard line. Return is out to about the 20 ball. The Spartans are doing some serious hitting, and that's DeAndre Darville. 2nd time he's done it again. DeAndre Darville, beast mode on special teams.
I tell you, the Spartans kickoff coverage so far in this ball game tonight has been phenomenal. You're going to see, looks like they're trying to do a little cross blocking right there. You see it cuts back, and that's Darville right there to lower the boom on the ball carrier.
So Tyler Dixon leads the Santa Monica offense back out on the field. Gators now got to go to work at their own 20-yard line. Dixon hands off, inside run. This is a nice one by Cody Raffray. Nothing fancy, just one of their base plays, and that's going to be a first down run of about 15 yards by Raffray. Right now, Santa Monica probably feeling a little sense of urgency here as they trail now 14-0.
A little draw play that time, worked very well.
Trips formation near side, give it to Raffray again. Raffray hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he is going to battle. Boy, he's a tough runner.
He's a load, man.
He's out for about a 4-yard, making a 3-yard run out to the 38-yard line. Clock's going to go under 5 minutes before we snap it again in this first half.
You look at Raffray, like you're looking at a guy that looks like a little bowling ball running the ball. You know, he's very, very strong, and he's so low to the ground, it's very difficult to bring down.
Has 4 receptions as well. He's their go-to guy when they get close to the goal line. Dixon just throws this one away, trying to hit Justin Duhan in front of the Santa Maria bench. Right now, it has not been a lot of offense for the Gator fans to get excited about. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and about 6. Chad Hill has been the story so far in this first quarter. 2 touchdowns, 1 a touchdown grab on a Lane Trahan 44-yard pass, and a 40-yard touchdown run. Swing it out here to Raffray with his 5th grab of the year, but Jalen Watts knocks him down right at the line of scrimmage, the 38-yard line, and it's going to end up being 1 first down and punted away.
I tell you, two hard hitters hitting each other right there, Jalen Watts and McCaffrey. And that's a big break, right? The Spartan defense playing outstanding. East Ascension get the football back with plenty of time. They should have pretty good field position.
But there again is that Spartan, those linebackers, boy, they
could get after you.
They're good in space.
One thing East Ascension's got to do right now is make sure you field this ball cleanly.
Jordan LeBourgeois is going to punt it away.
Good snap.
Had mixed results so far tonight. Got a little bit of height on this one, but not much distance. And that ball is going to bounce around inside the 25 and finally roll to the 23. And with 4 minutes exactly to go in this first half, it's a 39-yard punt, and East Ascension is going to get the football back. Coach David Oliver started at Santa Maria in 2008. First year, a very rough one. Gators have had a 0-9 season a few years ago, but boy, he has really turned the program around since then.
You said it, program. He has turned around, because with 41 seniors and 40 juniors, it shows the kids are coming out, they're playing, they're performing, and they're part of a program. Coach David Oliver has done an outstanding job with the Santa Maria Gators.
Thought maybe it would be a rebuilding year with all the seniors they had last year. Here's an inside handoff. That's going to be TJ Miles. Santa Maria ready for that one this time. It's only going to be about a 2-yard gain out to the 25, and it's going to now bring up 2nd down and long.
But I think that's a good call right there on 1st down. Chew up a little bit clock. You know, you're ahead by 14. You don't want to get yourself in trouble right here with an interception or things of that kind. So kind of play close to the collar right here.
2nd down, clock rolls, inside 3:25 to go first half. Play clock's now at 5. Miles, boy, Santa Maria's got that circle there. They weren't going to allow anything more to happen there. Reese LeBlanc, one of the tacklers, and it's going to bring up now 3rd down and long.
Well, basically what they were doing right there, they were playing run all the way, figuring East Ascension's going to run the ball and try to use up a lot of clock. And that's exactly what they did, man.
So 3rd down now.
How you doing? How y'all doing?
Never know who you're liable to see in the press box during a ball game. Glenn Darcy's up here right now.
Also Sean Nelson.
Watching things that are going on. 3rd down now and about 8. Clock runs, 2:35 to go in the first half. Chad Hill is going to be the motion man now for East Ascension. Spartan's trying to milk that play clock. Trahan rolls out to throw, and it's going to be an incompletion. That play did not have a chance to pick up a 1st down. Give Santa Maria a lot of credit there. They came out, got the job done. They're going to give the ball back to their offense.
You can see Trahan right here rolling out to his right. Doesn't have a chance to really turn around and square those shoulders. Throws off balance. And good coverage that time for Santa Maria by number 45, Nathan Martinez.
East Ascension principal Tracy McCarkle watching the goings-on. 4th down coming up now. Oh, this is probably about as big a crowd as we've ever seen here. Now there's going to be a timeout. While there is a timeout, it does give us a chance to bring up something that happened with the Santa Maria football community recently. Last Friday night when Santa Maria played Woodlawn, Gator Nation paid tribute to Tevin Milan's mom, Pam. Pam passed away on October 15th from breast cancer. Santa Maria honored her by placing the initials PM on ribbons on the 35-yard line. They released balloons right before kickoff. All of this occurred last Friday night. Been a tough couple of weeks for Tevin Milan and the Santa Maria Gator community. They all attended the funeral services last Saturday as a team, and the community has really helped out. Tevin Milan has had quite a senior year this year. as he came into the ball game with 35 tackles, 7 sacks, 10 tackles for losses. And you know that young man is playing with a very heavy heart as he plays in his final EA Santa Monica football game for the Gators. So it's going to be 4th down now and 8. A punting situation. Trahan to punt. Boy, they had a rush on, but the Spartans picked it up. Kick's going to be dropped, picked up by Javon Lewis. Lewis, a good-looking athlete. Can he get a corner? He's got it. 40, 30, 20. Cuts back, 10, 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Gators. And that is what Santa Monica needed as the crowd across the way has finally come to life in this first half.
And that's what hurts you real bad. A breakdown in the kicking game right here. You can see Lewis feel that punt, drops it, gets to the right there, breaks a couple times, and breaks outside. He picks up a legion of blockers. All you see right there is orange and white, and he takes it down. Finally, it's being brought down from behind right there, but the Gators now in great field position.
2:07 to go. Santa Monica needed anything, something to spark them, and they just got it. The huge crowd of Gator Nation, they are happy and excited right now. You can look for Raffray to get it. He's brought down in the backfield. Spartans waited for it too. Tackle made by Carlton Vallow, who has been huge these last 3 weeks. Tackles Raffray for the loss.
I tell you, Carlton Vallow playing that defensive in position, down position. He's not very big compared to a down defensive end, but he's so quick that he can fend off those blocks and get to the ball carrier. That was big right there by Vallow.
Boy, important right now for Santa Monica. They got to get points out of this drive. Punt return to about the 3-yard line. Dixon throws it away. Tried to throw it to the pylon. Good coverage. That was Tyler Green, one-on-one coverage on Marquise Hampton, who has really been held in check so far. And it's going to now be 3rd down and goal at the 5.
Watch the coverage right here by Green. I mean, you can't get it any better than a little pump fake right there. Great coverage right there by Green.
Timeout now by Santa Monica with 1:30 to go. So we got 90 seconds left in this first half. A situation right here where you don't want to leave points on the field. Keep in mind for Santa Monica that their kicker, Trey Ballou, is 12 of 18 in field goal attempts this year.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
Biggest series of this first half for Santa Monica. Trying to take advantage of the outstanding punt return by Jonathan Lewis. 3rd and goal, they're now at the 5.
Empty backfield for the Gators.
Raffray has been their go-to guy in this territory, but it is a 5-receiver set with Hampton in motion. Dixon back to throw. He looks left, looks right, throws over the middle. It is caught. Touchdown. Ball is caught on an outstanding grab by Justin Duhan, his 2nd TD catch of the year, and Dixon kept this thing alive forever.
And I tell you, give credit to Duhan too, because as his quarterback moved, he kept on moving also. The ball a little bit low, makes a diving catch right there for a touchdown. Good job by Tyler Dixon, and even a better job by Duhan hauling it in for a touchdown.
Santa Monica able to strike back right before the end of this first half, taking advantage of the Jonathan Lewis punt return. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Ballou is a perfect 34 of 34 on the year now. And with 1:21 to go in our first half, it's now 14-7. We'll take a break on the EATEL Game of the Week. The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program. Bob Boudreaux along with Easton Roth back at a sold-out Spartan Stadium. They are all the way around this old stadium on Burnside tonight, standing in the end zone. I don't know if I've ever seen that many people in the end zone like we've got here tonight.
Packed out.
Huge punt return by Jonathan Lewis gives some spark to a dormant Santa Maria offense for most of this first half. Now, if you're East Ascension with 1:21 to go in our first half, what do? As some momentum has certainly been taken away now by Santa Maria, as Trey Ballou will be kicking it off. Justin Duhan with a 5-yard touchdown reception. Short kick. This ball is alive, but it looks like Jock Hebert, senior, did a good job to recognize the ball was alive, recovers it. Spartans are going to get pretty good field position, but right now I would think more important, it's only 1:20 left in the half.
They have to be careful right here. Maybe just run out the clock, but good thinking that time by Jacques Hebert. He did not hesitate. He saw that ball go on the ground. He hustled to it and fell right on top of it. Good play by the senior tackle, Jacques Hebert.
So at the 32-yard line now, Spartan territory. East Ascension is going to go with Josh Walker in the backfield along with Lane Trahan. Spartans like to send that trips formation with Chad Hill one-on-one on the bottom. Handoff, inside handoff. Santa Maria is ready for it, though. That's Tevin Milan trying to bring him down. Walker keeps the play alive, but look at the white shirts right now. Boy, they just swarmed to that football. It looked like Walker might have something, but there were just too many white shirts to try to make it happen.
That's a pretty good call right there. Said they missed the block when trying to kick that guy out. Josh Walker right there has got to hold on to the football. Almost lost it right there. Could have been a fumble, but right now this defense is Santa Maria a little pepped up after that touchdown set up by that punt return. So, hey, they got to the ball real quick. East Ascension now in no hurry.
Spartans are going to let the play clock down. It's at 10. Only 40 seconds left in our first half. Santa Maria not looking to stop the clock either. Second down now and 12. Here's that inside handoff again. It's going to be Josh Walker again. And it looks like both teams are going to be ready to just go into the locker room because the Spartans don't have to snap it again. Play clock, make it the game clock's inside 15 now. Entertaining first half. We've seen 3 touchdowns. Chad Hill has had a hand in both Spartan touchdowns. Santa Maria gets a late score following an outstanding punt return. And everybody right now, Gator fans, renewed hope in the ball game. Spartan fans shaking their heads a little bit about the punt return. All in all, we've had a clean, good 24 minutes of football. We've got the Spartan Band and Spartanettes and more all coming up at halftime. Spartans lead the Gators 14-7 at intermission. You are watching the EATEL Game of the Week.
Get ready to kick off the savings at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Save $11,000 on new 2020 Sierra or 2020 Envision, $13,000 off at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. New Sierra, $11,000 off. 2020 Envision, $13,000 off. RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Hi, Monica Arnold, reminding you that your support of EATEL Cares is helping education in our area. Volunteer Ascension is a dynamic organization in our area. Their annual school tools drive gets kids the resources they need to succeed. The EATEL Technology Awards provides laptops for college to deserving seniors. Teachers are awarded cash for resources through our Reach a Kid grants. We could not do it without your patronage. Thanks for supporting EATEL and education.
And we are at halftime. This 34th meeting between parish rivals East Ascension and St. Amant. East Ascension led 14-0. St. Amant taking advantage of a great punt return by Jonathan Lewis. And that brings us to halftime, where it's now 14-7, East Ascension on top. We're going to go down on the field here at Spartan Stadium. We are going to join the pride of EA, the East Ascension High School Marching Band. Spartanettes are also going to be performing here during week 9 of this high school football season. 27, 21-21.
award-winning sportsman dance team as they perform to Soak Up the Sun. We had a last-minute change. We're going to play to come out and fight. Come out and play. Joe Moore and Matt Cushman. Department sponsors Lisa Williamson and Misty Zeller. Department captains Megan Brown, co-captains Aaron Fowler, and Kenny Brown.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
Well, back at Spartan Stadium, it is 14-7 as East Ascension at one point led 14-0. Both teams warming up, about ready to begin our second half, and it'll be interesting to see if Santa Monica can build off of that momentum they took into halftime after East Ascension had built that 14-0 lead.
Correct, Lyle. You know, East Ascension had that lead 14-0, everything going their way. The defense was just shutting down Santa Monica, and they had a couple of minutes left to go. The punt return by Lewis. And able Santa Monica to close the gap to 14-7. That momentum, you always like to have momentum carry over to the third quarter, be on your side. And I think Santa Monica certainly has that momentum going. But all East Ascension has to do is do what they did the first half. Mix up the run, mix up the pass, get the ball to Chad Hill, and see what will happen.
Interesting to find out when all is said and done tonight just how big a crowd this is going to be, if this is going to be the biggest one they've ever had for this series. Here's the way things stood coming into tonight. East Ascension on top as far as overall record at 7-1, but the most important thing is in that right column, East Ascension Catholic, Dutchtown Santa Monica, wide open. If somebody can win out, they're at least going to be a co-champion. All four teams are going to be in the state playoffs. Here's what's going to happen next week. Catholic and East Ascension, we'll have that game for you here at Spartan Stadium. You're also going to see Dutchtown and Santa Monica. So far, Santa Monica, this is the first of 2 weeks playing their parish rivals. Woodlawn and McKinley's going to close out 5-5-8 next week. So just as important next week for all four teams atop the district as tonight is.
I think so, Lyle. Especially the outcome of the night's games, you know, Dutchtown should win. You know, if EA would win or Santa Monica will win, we're going to have one heck of a final 10th game of the week between these teams.
It has been a very clean played football game. There's been a few penalties, but it has been motions and stuff like that. I think we might have had one holding call. The officials have let them play, done a good job of controlling it. And both these ball clubs, Santa Monica offensively has really struggled to try to get any kind of continuity going. East Ascension has put together two impressive drives. Of course, it's obvious what the game plan is for East Ascension, and that's put it in Chad Hill's hands. He's had 7 touches for 98 total yards and both touchdowns. So that plan is working, and East Ascension has done a good job of stopping and shutting down Northeast Hampton, who I know Coach Oliver wanted to really make a focal point of his offense with.
No doubt he was going to go at Hampton all the way tonight, but the big thing about East Ascension, I've been finding they've been very physical on offense. They've been very, very physical on kickoff coverage, and so Santa Monica, it's been a very physical game, but it's been very, very well played between two quality programs.
Well, the Spartans are going to get the football to start the second half. We had fireworks to begin the ball game. Santa Monica had the smoke. They had it before the ball game, and that smoke coming out to start the third quarter. East Ascension's going to get it to begin the third period. Chad Hill is going to go back deep along with Tyler Green, and it's always important that first possession of the third quarter. And we're going to see what ends up happening here.
No, in the first half, total net yards to Santa Monica 109, East Ascension 139. You know, individual is in Rafferty with 11 carries for 51 yards for the Gators. Chad Hill with 2 carries for 42. TJ Miles 4 carries for 20. Lane Trahan 7-11 for 80 yards, 1 TD. Dixon 7-11 for 38 yards. So not much offense, just enough though. And what a ball game I expect this last half to be.
Trey Ballou's going to kick it off. Third quarter, second half, all underway, and that's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. And East Ascension is going to begin at their own 20-yard line. Spartan first possession of the night began at the Santa Monica 27-yard line, and East Ascension just couldn't do anything with it. Ended up having to punt it away. Spartans had a couple of drives, not long drives, but they were able to put a couple scoring drives together. Then the Jonathan Lewis punt return that really has changed this ball game.
Yes, it has.
It took EA from being in total control to making this thing a one-possession ball game, and it's anybody's game. And right now, Santa Monica is going to jam the line of scrimmage. Now they back off a little bit on 1st and 10 at the 20. Josh Walker going to try to go wide. Now cuts it back. Looks to come back the other way. Needs a block. Got one from Trahan. But what a job by that defender by Santa Monica to chase it down. That is going to be Alex Daracel. Did a super job from the secondary.
I tell you what, that was a super job by Daracel. Right there you see Josh Walker coming back all the way across the lane. Grant, you see a little block right there for the quarterback, Trahan. Look at that play by Daracel right there. Outstanding.
Walker, if he could have got by Daracel,
he had something.
Had nothing but pay dirt in front of him, but credit the junior free safety. Last man back, and he did his job. 2nd down now and about 7. Cade Waggis back in motion. He's been silent. Here we go with Chad Hill underneath again. Hill's got a 1st down. Chad Hill out to the 35-yard line in his senior year, holding the back of his leg. But boy, he has been huge tonight.
I tell you, they're getting the ball to Chad Hill. You know, and Chad Hill really is not at full speed yet. He's still playing a little bit hurt, but I'm surprised that right now that Santa Monica really is not going to start to roll up somebody right on top of him and don't even let him release.
We see right now Santa Monica, one of their halftime adjustments. They've now got Jonathan Lewis on Chad Hill instead of Landon Young. And
they're rolling him up, too. They're not giving him a lot of cushion right on the line of scrimmage.
So they've made that change. They had Landon Young man-to-man on Chad Hill, but now they've got Jonathan Lewis, the veteran, the senior, and they're going to go long for Chad Hill. He can't hold on. It'll be incomplete. Outstanding defensive play by Jonathan Lewis, one-on-one, and Lewis wins that battle. Trahan threw a pretty good-looking football downfield, but the defense got a piece of it.
Let's say it right here. Good job by Trahan. You see right there, Lewis right there.
That's
very,
a good
very
play.
close right there, but I thought it was a good call.
Contact occurred after the pass. It'll be 2nd down now and 10. So Lewis returned the punt, set up their only score so far, now makes a big defensive play. 2nd and 10, Spartans are at their 36. Trahan gets rid of it quick, too quick as a matter of fact for TJ Miles, and it's going to now be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, trying to hit Miles out a little bit, right out there in the flat. Ball hit him in the hands, he dropped. I don't think he'd had much on that anyway, but now it brings up a big 3rd down for the Spartans. You see Trahan right there throwing it right out to Miles, a little bit out of his reach, but he wouldn't have had much if he came down with the football anyway.
So, football, just like any other sport, a game of adjustments. 3rd down now and 9. Spartans are at their 36. They've got 1 first down on this possession that began at their 20, following the touchback to start the 2nd half.
Spartans with trips to the wide side of the field. 1 setback, Joshua Bates.
Chad Hill now in the trips formation. Normally he split out wide, and East Ascension's in motion. They're going to blow this dead. That play just simply took too long to develop. And a 3rd and 9 is going to end up being a 3rd and 14. And the student section across the way for Santa Monica right now, they are making some noise.
What happened that time? They put Joshua Bates into the ball game on 3rd down. He's the young man that moved before the ball was snapped, costing the Spartans 5 yards.
Hank Vicknair, the referee for tonight's contest, as you take a look at that student body that's making a whole lot of noise across the way. So, Spartans right now, 3rd and long.
And you would think right here the guy to look into would be Chad Hill. Let's see to try to sneak somebody else in here.
5 receivers set now for East Ascension. 3 on the top, 2 at the bottom. Trahan all day. Busted route. And it is incomplete.
Almost picked off.
Good job of coverage. There just wasn't anybody to throw it to. And the Spartans are going to end up getting a 1st down, and they've got to punt it away now on the 1st possession of the 2nd half.
Trahan right here was trying to force the ball right here into almost triple coverage to Cade Wagisback, as you see right there. Ball thrown a little bit high. Luckily it wasn't picked off.
So give Santa Monica credit of making the adjustment at halftime, at least to start this 3rd quarter. Spartans kind of shot themselves in the foot after getting that 1st down. Trahan in to punt it away. This could be returnable. Nope. Going to take a Spartan roll, though. It's Jonathan Lewis that time. It's decided not to return it. And it is going to be out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And Santa Ma's going to get it now at their own 24. Big Spartan crowd. Big crowd for both sides here tonight. This is a 45-yard punt with no return. Nice look. You can see all the seats are full at this old stadium on Burnside.
Not a place to sit or stand.
Santa Ma now is going to go with a 1st and 10 at their 24. Tyler Dixon wearing jersey number 4 tonight. Going to give it to Marquise Hampton. They're going to stay with him. Hampton gets it out across the 25, out near the 28 on a 1st down run of about 4.
J.S. Smith on a tackle, East Ascension. Right, Santa Ma right now trailing 14-7. They can stay with their basic offense, which is to run the football and just pound it right at you as number 31 referee back in the ball game right now for the Gators.
Hampton's going to come split wide to the near side where he's going to match up with Luke Lambert now on 2nd down. Dixon looks the other way, has a receiver, and that's going to be a 1st down catch and run out across the 35-yard line. And that is going to be Kyle Hanna with his 1st grab of the night, his 4th of the year, and the tackle is made by Tyler Green.
You know, you look at Tyler Dixon, what Santa Ma has is basically a short passing game. They want to get it into the hands of those backs. It's almost like a run. We're going to throw it short and let the back pick up 7, 8, 9, 10 yards.
1st down, Dixon pumps it downfield, incomplete. That ball really didn't have a chance to be caught by Hampton. In a better position was Tyler Green, but he couldn't get a handle on it.
I tell you one thing, too. Gavin Dunbar, I don't think saw the football. He may have had the best chance of all to pick it off.
You just get a sense, though, looking at this Santa Ma offense right now, it's got a little bit more giddy up after that punt return.
The defense had a lot more giddy up, too, in that first possession of the 3rd quarter.
Because they were pretty much shut down in that 1st half. Hampton now shifts to Dixon's right. Here goes Hampton on a run, and he's going to be collared and brought down out around the 43-yard line as he is caught and brought down. That's going to be Kendrick Knowles who makes the tackle, and it's going to now bring up 3rd down.
You know, you also see the Santa Ma offensive line of Simmons, Villeneuve, Watts, Gibson, and Brignac, and ought to go to tight end, get a little bit more push off the line than they did in the 1st half.
3rd down. Approaching 3 minutes deep into this 3rd quarter. Dixon looks left. Now he's going to run, and he's going to come up short. He needed to get out to near the 49, and he gets maybe the 46, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. Dominic Williams and Devin Semino, the tacklers for East Ascension. One thing the Spartans have done defensively tonight, they have kept Dixon bottled up from running the football.
And they've also done a good job on 3rd downs. They have not allowed Santa Ma to pick up many 1st downs. They've done a good job of holding them in 3rd down situations.
Not only have they done a good job on 3rd downs, most of Santa Ma's 3rd downs have been 3rd and short variety.
They've done a good job on that.
They are even 0 for 1 in 4th down. Spartan stopped them on a 4th one. Here's the fake. The up man got it, and the fake did not work.
Surprising there.
Spartans were ready for it, and that's going to be Carlton Vallow who ends up making the tackle as the snap ended up going to Grant Durbin, and the Spartans had it smelled out.
I tell you what, a great job right there. You see Jalen Watts forcing him back to the inside. Man, I tell you, I'm shocked at that play right there.
Woo. Well, I said Durbin. I believe that's going to be Darian Bartholomew. And East Ascension has now been handed outstanding field position. Spartans are going to start this drive at the 45 Santa Ma territory. Josh Bates to the left of Trahan. Inside, underneath it goes Chad Hill. Boy, he has been a weapon all night long. Chad's inside the 30 down at the 29. Trahan and Hill, the seniors, having a night tonight against Santa Ma on a 1st down hookup.
And I tell you, the big thing is that they're letting Chad Hill release off the line of scrimmage. And you let a guy with his capabilities get that free release like you did right there and come back inside, it makes it awfully tough to stop him.
Field goal would make it a 2-possession ball game. Bosworth 7 of 8 field goals this year. At the 29, 1st down Spartans. Quick throw out, Cade Wagasback. Wagaspack's got something over the middle. Wagaspack's inside the 20. And for Cade, that's his 17th grab of the year. First time, or maybe the second time they've even targeted him tonight, but a big gain on a first down.
You know, Cade's been playing with the hurt back, but right here he shows some of his ability. When he catches this ball right here, that's the old Cade Wagaspack you want to see all the time right there, getting back to his old self.
Spartans have it at the 19-yard line. They're going with Trahan's right arm on this drive. A pass hook up with Chad Hill, now Cade Wagaspack. Good look at the senior quarterback who's put up some impressive numbers this year. Running play, Walker tries to go wide, and that is blown up on a nice defensive play. Nowheres to go. Alex Derussell up from the secondary, and a big loss back to the 24, about a 5-yard loss.
Spartans have been trying to go outside the last 2 weeks. They really have not gotten a lot of action going outside. They've lost yards more than they've gained yards going to the outside.
But
right
also,
there, that was a huge loss there.
But a lot of times when they've tried to go wide, it hadn't been one defender.
No.
It's been a gang of defenders waiting on it.
They can't get to the corner.
Second down now and 15. Trahan screen pass. Josh Walker at the 20. Walker's out of bounds around the 15-yard line. And this is going to bring up now a third down at about 5 or 6. But the Spartans are definitely now in Bosworth field goal range.
That play right there, if Josh Walker, again, that's a perfectly executed screen. Good job by Trahan, again, looking off everybody to the right, coming back to the left. Josh Walker, that time, if he'd have cut back to the inside, may have picked up the first down or more.
Thought he might have got more than that. He's down at the 17-yard line. It's going to be now third down and about 8. So from here, it would be about a 33-yard field goal. Trahan, end zone, Chad Hill, can he stay in bounds? That is a touchdown. Second grab of the night for Hill in the end zone, and Chad Hill's huge senior night is continuing.
I tell you what, you get the replay on this play. He completely turns around the back who is covering him. Good fake right there, good throw by Trahan, and watch the move by Chad Hill. Defensive back is nowhere in sight. Hill keeps both feet in bounds for the touchdown.
So on a third down and long, Spartans hook up Trahan to Chad Hill. Hill has now caught 2 touchdown passes tonight, and he has run for a touchdown. Bosworth in to attempt the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Spartans have increased their lead now to 21-7 with 6:51 left in the third. The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program. After a 4th and 1 that they did not make, Spartans come back and score a touchdown in the first half. And now, after the fake punt gave the Spartans a short field at the 45, they go 5 plays in 45. They go 45 yards in 5 plays. So that's led to 2 of their touchdowns.
You know, like coming into this ball game, I really felt deeply like, you know, the team that could win this game is the one that would have the most patience. You know, and Sandoval went for it in the 4th and 1 and didn't make it. And that cost them. The fake punt also cost them dearly.
Here is the return, and it's going to be a good one out across the 40 and out of bounds into the Sandoval bench. But a nice return by Jonathan Lewis. He had the nice punt return to end the first half, which led to their score.
Tell you what, you see Jonathan Lewis right here. Going to take it to the outside, gets a nice hold right there, breaks to the sideline. Eventually he's going to be knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets the ball back up to about his own 42-yard line. Good field position for the Gators.
Sandoval now again with a 14-point deficit at 21-7. Spartans having a lot more success tonight offensively than they did a week ago. Dixon play action. Dixon over the middle, got a receiver caught. Marquise Hampton slipping and falling at the 40-yard line, brings it in, and a nice job by Dixon to keep that play alive.
Hurry up offense right here by the Sandoval Gators. You know, good job by Dixon scrambling around, and good catch that time by Hampton right in the middle of the field.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 now at the 40, inside 6:30 to go, third quarter. Dixon fakes it outside, now throws it out there. And the Spartans do a good job to bump Marquise Hampton out of bounds. That'll end up being a short completion. Jalen Watts knocked him out of bounds. Not often do you see a fake to one side and then they throw it there.
Well, what happened that time, he really wanted to go deep. He was looking to go deep. Hampton was his secondary or his outlet receiver, found him, and picked up a couple of yards.
So second down.
Spartans coming on a blitz right here.
Pass again. They swing it out. Evan Matheny. Matheny stays on his feet. Matheny's still running. Matheny's inside the 10. Matheny caught from behind inside the 5 or at the 5. And Santa Monica is storming back again.
Well, the Spartans right here, you can see Watts, everybody blitzing right there. Perfect play call on the blitz. Missed tackle right there. And good run, but they got the right off play call against that defense that time.
Matheny had 15 catches coming in, 3 touchdown receptions. First and goal at the 5. Rafferty to the left. Rafferty with the handoff. Rafferty's going to lose 5 yards because Carlton Vallow wraps him up back at the 10-yard line. It'll bring up second down and goal around the 9 or 10.
Number 44 right there, Carlton Vallow has made some big plays in this football game. And right there was a very big one. You see Vallow shedding that block, coming clean, and causing that big loss.
Well, Vallow beat his man off the snap.
He's quick caught now.
And Matheny did not have a chance. Second and goal. Dixon looks over the middle, goes short, knocked down. That's going to be Duhan. Duhan made the grab, but hit immediately and knocked down.
Jazz Smith, I think, number 18.
Jazz Smith did make the stop. It's going to be third and goal.
Watch this play right here. Coming right across the middle. Good hit by Smith. I tell you, good job by Duhan even holding on to the football, coming across the middle, knowing you're going to be hit like that.
That's those linebackers we talked about for East Ascension. They
good, all three of them.
And then they got Watts and Smith. Third and goal at the 8. 14-point ball game. Dixon, corner of the end zone. What a grab. Touchdown. Making the grab is Matheny, his 4th touchdown catch of the year, and that ball went through a defender.
Tell you, this is a good scheme that time by the Santa Monica Gators, sending the outside receiver to the inside, Matheny to the outside. He's one-on-one by the linebacker. The linebacker couldn't keep up with him, and he goes to the end zone for a touchdown.
Boy, looking at the angle, I did not think they were going to be able to get it there, but they did. Give Dixon credit. He was able to work it in. And for Tyler, that is his 10th touchdown pass. Extra point attempt is up, and it is blocked. The ball is blocked, and that'll be the end of that play. The first miss of the year for Trey Bellew. He is now 34 of 35.
And that's big right there.
4:47 to go in our third quarter. New score, it's East Ascension 21, Santa Monica 13.
Get ready to kick off the savings at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Save $11,000 on new 2020 Sierra or 2020 Envision, $13,000 off at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. New Sierra, $11,000 off. 2020 Envision, $13,000 off. RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
Well, Santa Monica again, after falling behind by 14, they respond. The only thing they weren't able to work out that time was the point after.
That's a big one.
And it is now an 8-point ball game, 4:47 to go in the third. As Bellew is going to kick it off into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Spartans are going to get it at their own 20-yard line. And the East Ascension offense is going to head back in. Lane Trahan now on the year has thrown 17 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. That is an incredible ratio for any level, especially high school. And Lane now has thrown 30 touchdown passes in his East Ascension career. Meanwhile, Chad Young has now caught 11 touchdown passes on the year.
Chad Hill.
Chad Hill, what a season he has had. He's now over 40 receptions on the year.
I think Trahan to Hill says a lot.
Trahan, in one of his few times that he's going to run the ball, gets 5 out to the 25-yard line. Don't see Trahan carrying the ball a whole lot. That's only his 28th rush of the year.
But I like that play right there because it keeps that defense at home, okay? You know, every once in a while you show him that he has the potential to run the football, and it keeps that defense from going toward the side where he fakes to. That's a good job, good call.
Second down now. Spartans trying to get the momentum back after Santa Monica just had a very good drive. Pass is going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down. Grab is made and a first down catch. T.J. Miles brings it in. That'll move the sticks out to the 31.
Good job by Miles catching that football right there.
The main thing for both these teams is you just want to try and stay ahead of the chains because long yardage situations are just so hard to come by. Right now we go under 4 minutes left in the third. It's a 1st and 10 at the 31.
Santa Monica looked like they were going to blitz. Let's see if they come with it.
Josh Walker's going to be to the right of Trahan. Boy, a big crowd tonight has been entertained by this ball game. And that play did not work. Trahan, he wanted to get it to Walker, but Santa Monica had that screen pass smelled out. Trahan did a good job basically just throwing that in the ground.
Good job by Lane that time, really just not trying to force the ball. That time the Gators were expecting him to pass because it looked like they were going to blitz. They only ended up with a 3-man rush, covered with 8.
So each time the Spartans have built a 14-point advantage, Santa Monica has had an answer. We'll see how important that missed extra point was. It's now 21-13. Second down and 10. Play clock is down to 5. Play action. Throw it away. Almost picked off. That ball just sailed. And Darian Bartholomew, a senior, strong safety, almost able to make that interception off of a deflection as somebody apparently got their hand on this throw.
You're going to see Josh Andrews, the intended receiver right there. You see the big jump right there. The ball tipped a little bit.
Boy, Tyler Tank Johnson. Tank's listed at 6 foot, but boy, he got his big paw up.
It looks bigger than that.
Got a hand on it. Spartans and
Gator fans
Gators
fired up now.
Santa Monica crowd up on their feet across the way on third down. Play clock at 5. Cade Wagaspack's in motion. Throw it to Wagaspack, and it's off his hands and incomplete. And the Spartans are going to have to punt.
And Lyle, one thing on that series by East Ascension we noticed right now, Chad Hill was not in the ball game for those 3 downs.
As we look at the Santa Monica crowd, they were here a couple of hours before the kickoff. I don't know if I've ever seen this many people deep around the stadium. They're in the end zones. Former Spartan star Glenn Darcy's in the house. 49ers off this weekend. Glenn came in. They all watched the rivalry in which he played in. The punt by Lane Trahan brought into the 38. Decent return underway. Out to about the 42-yard line before the tackle made by Samuel Hargrave. And Santa Monica is going to get good field position now around their own 40-yard line. The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program. Well, Santa Monica comes back, strikes with a pass to Marquise Hill. Short pass outside. Hill runs into Spartan territory, out of bounds at the 44-yard line. On Marquise Hampton. They made that play work. Now they're starting to get Hampton more and more involved. This is going to be Cody Raffray. And Raffray wrapped up by Jazz Smith and Tyler Green after gaining maybe 1 or 2 yards. So after the defenses have dominated, the offense is now starting to take over.
I tell you, the Santa Monica offensive line has come to life here in this second half.
Gators have tried all night to get Marquise Hampton involved in their offense.
And they've been successful with it.
They had, well, Dixon handed it to him and then took it back, and a nice run by Tyler Dixon. He's going to get down to the 35-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Good job of that zone read right there. It rolled that fullback in, and kept it to the last minute, and then his belly took it out, kept it himself for about an 8-yard gain.
Marquise Hampton had 28 rushes and 27 receptions coming into the ball game.
It's 4-down territory right here.
3rd and 1. Spartans have played this well tonight, this down and distance. Swing it out to Hampton, blown up. Hampton made the reception, and it was blown up by Jalen Watts for a loss of about 2 or 3 yards.
Look at that play by Jalen Watts right there. That defensive, offensive guy trying to block him had no chance at all. Jalen Watts read it perfectly, came up and made a picture-perfect tackle.
Now a big decision here. Ball is at the 38. They need to get to the 34, and the offense is still on the field.
I tell you what, I don't know about this. They could try and draw them off sides or not, but if EA holds here, they get great field position. They punt the ball.
Play clock's at 10. They're going to line up in a standard formation here. I thought they might go to that quick huddle. Snap it back to Dixon. Here they go. Over the middle, got his man, and that should be a 1st down, and it will be.
It is.
You talk about clutch. Pretty sure that was Raffray on the reception. What a big-time throw and catch.
I tell you what, it was a great job by Dixon. Let the linebackers drop deep, hit him right there underneath for the 1st down.
So move the sticks at the 34, 1st down. Throw it out here to Hampton again. Behind some blocking. Hampton bumped out of bounds into the Spartan bench inside the 30. And a nice 1st down gain. We've seen this play. Throw it out here to Hampton and let his blockers pick up some space for him.
You know, people always think of a passing game, throw long, throw deep, throw long, throw deep. A good solid passing game is what you're seeing right here. The short passes and let your backs or your receivers turn into nice gains.
1:10 to go in our 3rd. 2nd and 5. Hampton tries to go wide. Watts won't let him. Jalen Watts, who's had a heck of a ball game, is going to bring Hampton down for a loss as he tried to go wide.
How many big plays has Jalen Watts made in this ball game? 5, 6, 7. You're going to see another one right here. Fake to the fullback right here. There's Jalen Watts holding on and bringing it down for a huge loss.
Neither team has really been able to run wide tonight at all.
No, but in between, the short passing game has been very good for both teams.
3rd down and 9. Dixon, over the middle, it's dropped. Tried to hit, I believe, Duhan. It was Duhan who has caught a touchdown. Did a nice job in the end zone with a touchdown catch. Could not hold on. That throw might have been behind him. And now a decision to make on 4th and 9.
I think
they're at that 33. I mean, if you punt it into the end zone, you only pick up 13 yards.
No, he's going
go for it.
He's going for it here. That's no doubt.
4th down and 9.
He could be over the middle if he gets it
Spartan 33. 3-man rush. Dixon's going to run, and he's got no chance. He's going to be wrapped up from behind by Dominic Williams, and the Spartans are going to deny him. And Santa Maria again tries on 4th down, and it doesn't work out.
But give credit to the Spartan defense right here. Good coverage down the field. Dixon takes off on his own, and there's the tackle made right there by number 48, Williams. But give the Spartan defense credit. Looks like Santa Maria was getting ready to move the ball. The Spartan defense made a stand right there, and that's a big stop.
It looked like right there Tyler gave up on his receivers pretty quick and decided to run that one maybe a little bit in a hurry because he did need the 9 yards. Here's a pass out. TJ Miles, is that intercepted?
Might be.
Santa Maria's got the ball. They're winding the clock, but Santa Maria's got the ball. Santa Maria ball intercepted on the deflection from TJ Miles. Wow, what a play. That ball was picked.
Yeah.
It was stripped from TJ Miles. How about that? Santa Maria is going to get the football at the 28-yard line and 18 seconds left in the half.
I tell you, I'm a little bit surprised that he came out and threw right there, that lead right there. Could have run a play and gone into the 4th quarter.
Ball bounced off the hands of T.J. Miles, and the Gators are right back in business. Hampton's going to get the handoff after coming back in motion. Hampton cuts it up. Hampton's got a nice run. It looks like it'll be a first down at the 18-yard line on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we have an exciting and interesting fourth and final 12 minutes are going to be coming up.
See it right there. Good run right here by Hampton. You know, they put that defense back in the field after a great stand.
Well, let's see if they get a playoff. Clock's at 6. They do snap it. They give it to Raffray, and Raffray is hit hard after gaining about a yard by DeAndre Darville. And we're going to head to the final quarter. It's going to be second down and long. What a ball game. 34th meeting between the two schools. 21-13. EA on top. You're watching the EATEL Game of the Week.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
Final 12 minutes of football in this 34th meeting between East Ascension and Santa Mar. Standing room only crowd at the old stadium on Burnside. They have seen a dandy. Spartans have twice led by 14. Right now they lead by 8. Santa Mar's got a second down and 9. They are inside the Spartan 20. Dixon the throw on second down. Swing it out. Hit immediately and drugged down for a loss is going to be Matheny. Spartans do a good job in their secondary as this is going to be Tyler Green, one of the tacklers, along with Gavin Dunbar.
Gavin Dunbar was the first guy to reach him where that closed real hard.
That's going to be a loss of about 4. So Santa Mar now is going to look at a third down and about 13.
And Spartans calling on their defense to bail them out again right here. Let's see if they can do it. They've been successful up to this point.
Huge game, 4-way tie for first in the district. Third down. Dixon under pressure, steps up. Ball is going to be batted down. Got a flag. Looks like we may get interference downfield.
Well, the flag was thrown at. You would think it would be pass interference. Let's watch this right. Dixon is scrambling. There's the throw right there.
That's a good call. Tried to go through his back, and it was a good call. It would have been the third down and 13. Had he made the reception, I don't think they'd have had first down yardage. Officials right now are going to talk about it. Now they're going to mark it off half the distance to the goal. It's going to still be third down. Let's take a look, see if it was tipped.
Let's see if the ball is tipped here.
Nope, it's clean. Well, maybe it was. Maybe 35 got a piece of it.
Yeah, I think 35 got a piece of it.
Doesn't matter right now because it's going to be third down and 2 after the penalty. Santa Mar, you would figure, in 4-down territory. Gators with their white shirts, orange pants. This is going to be Matheny. And look at Matheny go inside the 5. It's going to be first down, goal to go Gators, as we are now a minute into this final quarter.
Good hard run that time by Matheny.
Evan Matheny, a senior, picks up the first down. So a moment ago it was third down and 13. First and goal. Matheny, boy, he is wrapped up and swarmed down. DeAndre Darville, who's played a great game, makes the tackle along with help from Carlton Vallow.
I tell you,
it'll be second and goal.
Vallow's played outstanding. Darville, Watts, those 3 guys have made some plays tonight.
Second down, goal to go. We'll say the 3-yard line. Sanoma down by 8. Matheny fumbles the football. Was his knee down? I thought his knee might be down. It doesn't matter. They're going to say Spartan ball. We'll check the replay out, but that will not change anything.
Well,
I make that Cody Raffray went down.
What happened, he's reaching out here. I was trying to push the ball to the end zone, and it gets away from him.
Boy, that is just one of those situations where you feel for Cody Raffray, because it looked like the young man, if it's possible, he might have tried too hard.
Yeah,
trying to get that extra push toward the end zone. Coughs it up. Spartans recovered in the end zone. East Ascension's got it out at the 20. There's 10:29 to play. Spartans are going to come out winging it. Throw one in traffic. Cade Wagaspack can't hang on at the Spartan 35, and that ball was thrown into triple coverage.
I tell you, lucky right there. You can see right here, that ball, right, see the replay right there. Ball
I tell you what, he was going down.
It popped out, though.
Second down. 20-yard line. Spartans have it. 10:22 to play. Second down and 10. Chad Hill's in motion. Chad Hill gets the football. Chad Hill goes down at about the 22. I don't think there's anybody on this football field tonight that will draw as many defenders to them when they go in motion as Chad Hill does.
Why not?
They just have everybody chasing after Chad Hill.
I do the same thing.
And he only gets 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 8. Clock moves. We're now inside 10 minutes.
Spartans need a first down here. They can't afford to turn this ball back over to Sanoma again.
Spartans get Catholic here next week. Sanoma goes back home. They've got Dutchtown next week. The plot will thicken the next 2 weeks for sure. 3rd and 8. Trahan over the middle. Wagaspack tried to turn him around. It is incomplete. Got to give Sanoma credit that time. Spartan fans are wanting an interference. There was some contact, but good coverage as Wagaspack tried to sneak over the middle.
You see Trahan here going to Wagaspack about right. You see the defender right there reaching over and grabbing his shirt for a little while.
So, Spartans got a big break with a fumble inside the 5. Now East Ascension's going to have to punt it right back with 9:33 to go.
And you got to put that defense back on the field, and Gators will have great field position.
Justin Duhan awaits the punt at midfield. Trahan did a good job, got it away quick. Fair catch called for, fair catch made at the 44-yard line. So Sanoma is going to get it at their 44 with 9:28 to play. The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program. Marquise Hampton got the swing pass. The late flag, you would think, is going to be a personal foul against East Ascension after the play picked up about 10 yards. Sanoma must have saw something at halftime on this play, and that was a late hit. It was into the bench on the Sanoma side, and that's going to cost you 15 every time. So they got 10.
Personal foul. They hit out of bounds on blue, 15 yards into the run. First down.
And all of a sudden, Sanoma is knocking on the door as they are down at the Spartan 33-yard line. It looks like they found something now on that swing pass to Marquise Hampton.
What they do, they try to get Chad Hill in space. They're trying to get Hampton in space also, and they've been very successful with it.
First run of the night by Nathan Taylor, and Taylor's going to go down at the line of scrimmage. Nathan is only a sophomore. He's going to be called upon more now with the season-ending injury to Ricky Williams, the junior running back who had rushed for 444 yards on the year, who broke his ankle last week against Woodlawn.
You know, a lot of pressure now on the Spartan defense. You know, they've been out there a long time. You know, most of the second half. You know, how can they They bend it, but they're not breaking. That only takes you so far.
But the offense can't get anything going.
That's what I'm saying.
Pump once, throw toward the end zone, ball up for grabs, and it's going to end up in the stands.
Good coverage, though.
Spartans had that play sandwiched in. Nowhere's for the receiver to go. Ball thrown out of bounds. And they try to get it to Hampton. And it's going to now bring up third down and 10. And we've got 8:42 to play.
That was great coverage that time, though, by the Spartans. They tried to hit a little hitch and go route, but Spartans didn't bite on it. And that was a good job of covering.
Well, who will win this battle now on 3rd and 10? Nathan Taylor, the running back, to the left of Dixon. Spartans coming after Dixon. He throws it, and it's tipped and incomplete. Spartans DeAndre Darville almost had his second interception of the year, but it's going to be 4th and 10. Carlton Vallow got a hand on that pass.
I tell you what, he was right there for DeAndre Darville to pick up. Here he goes again, Sandoval, 4th down. And they're going for it again. Can the Spartans defense come up with the big play?
Last drive, pass interference against East Ascension kept the drive alive, which ended up being a fumble in the end zone. 4th and 10 at the Spartan 33. They're going to go for it. Didn't think twice about it. Dixon has time, steps up, throws it out of bounds. There are no flags, and the Spartans are going to take over on downs, as that pass really had no chance. Spartan defenders pushed the offense, the receiver, basically to the sideline where they couldn't complete it.
And I tell you, the EA fans, boy, they are standing up and giving that defense a standing ovation, which is very much what they should do, because I tell you what, they have done the job. Right now, the Spartans have got to keep the football. They need a couple of first downs.
Regardless of what happens with the outcome of this game, East Ascension's defense has really stood strong.
They have done that
throughout this contest. 8:32 to go. Santa Ma's defense now going to try to get it back to the offense. Inside handoff, I believe this is going to be Josh Walker, and he doesn't have maybe a yard at most. He's going to be brought down, making TJ Miles at the 34, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Well, I'll tell you, looked like he had a little hole open up for a second there, but I tell you what, the defense just collapsed on Miles as he tried to get back toward the line of scrimmage.
Spartan offense has really been
non-existent almost.
Very, very not many yards to pick up outside of Chad Hill touching the football.
Correct, and they haven't been able to run the ball at all.
When Chad has not touched the ball, they have just not had any success. Play clock is
They need some first downs.
Is now ticking under 10.
They stacking a line of scrimmage, Santa Mo. They got everybody
Walker
stacked.
tries to go wide, breaks a tackle.
Nothing.
And I mean, Walker is stood up on a form tackle by Nathan Martinez, senior linebacker. He's one of the few experienced guys they had coming back, and he makes the nice stick, and it is going to bring up now 3rd down and 8. Clock is at 7:25 and counting.
And I would think right now the thing that Santa Ma's going to do, who they're going to try to go to? Chad Hill.
Last 2 years, you had an overtime game and then a 5-point game, and it looks like we're headed down to a finish again. On the run, pass is incomplete. No one really was in the neighborhood, and it's going to be another 3 and out for East Ascension, and the Spartans are going to have to punt away with 7:09 to go in this ball game.
Yeah, he was rolling out to his right that time. I don't know who he was looking for. You know, evidently he was looking for Cade Wagasback in the flat. It wasn't even close to him. So again, the defense for the Spartans will be called to the task again. Again, Santa Ma's going to get great field position as Lane Trahan goes back to punt.
Well, with Santa Ma taking away Chad Hill, I mean, it's almost
right.
It's just leaving East Ascension without very many options, but let's give Santa Ma's defense credit. They're going to get the ball back to the offense again. It's going to be a 7-man rush on this punt. Trahan gets a nice punt away. Hang time is good. Going to be out of bounds along the Santa Ma bench at the 34. So, 7:03 to go. Spartan offense cannot do anything after that one drive that I believe went 45 yards in 5 plays. 30-yard punt. Gators are going to get it at their 34, 7:03 to go.
A lot of time.
And they trail by 8 as Coach David Oliver and Coach Paul Bourgeois are hooked up for the 3rd time in this series.
They've had some great games, Lau. Coming down to the last play, the last 2 years.
Dixon keeps it after faking a handoff to Hampton, and Dixon's going to go down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Good job that time in the middle of the Spartan defense. Devin Semino and company did a great job.
Dominic Williams was also in the area.
Right there, Williams and Semino.
Well, Williams and Semino, they just didn't move. No gain, second down. Get it out here to Hampton. That swing pass, it's been good to Sandoval, but not that time.
Good defense.
Hampton is knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Jalen Watts, who has really turned in maybe his best effort of the year, bringing down Marquise Hampton, and it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Watch him right here, Jalen Watts. He comes out of nowhere right there. I mean, what a play.
Clock moves, nearing 6 minutes to go in this ball game. 3rd down and 10. Play action for Dixon. Scrambling, forced out, throws back over the middle, got a man! First down at midfield. What a play by Dixon to keep that play alive.
And that's the man right there, Tyler Dixon. That was all Tyler Dixon. Looks like that time he had nowhere to go. He faced inside. Everybody's covered. Rose to his right, lost one out right there over the head of Darville in front of the defensive back for a big first down.
Evan Matheny brought it in, and then it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Gators. We got a Spartan shaking up on the play. I believe that's going to be Malik Anderson from the secondary.
And that's the guy you don't want to lose, Malik Anderson, if you are a Spartan fan. It's Malik Anderson over the course of the year. 31 tackles, he has 4 interceptions, and he's really the heart and soul of that secondary.
So Malik walking off under his own power. It's going to come with 5:56 to go. And what a game we have had. Spartan defense has bended. They were bending a little bit, but they have not broke. At least with this 8-point lead, this is the top 10 for this week. First time that we don't have an Ascension Parish school in the top 10 this week. Power rankings right now, East Ascension at 1, Dutchtown at 6, Sandoval at 9.
Pretty good.
That would mean that they would all host first-round playoff games. Back to action on first down. Now we're going to get whistles, and we're going to get a procedure call. It's going to go against Sandoval.
Offense. 5 yards.
That's going to draw a sarcastic cheer from Spartan fans with 5:53 to play.
Yeah, the flag's been going against the Spartans all this whole second half, so a little motion penalty where they got the Spartan fans all fired up.
But I think you got to give these officials credit, though. I think they've done a very good job.
They've controlled
tonight.
this football game, okay?
This football game has been under control throughout.
A hard-hitting football game that's been under control.
First down now and 15. Sandoval is at their 44. That's Nathan Taylor in motion. Now we get flags again. Looks like we're going to get another procedure call. So right now, Sandoval backing themselves up. It's going to be first down and 20.
Offense. 5 yards. Remains first down.
You know, a lot of pressure on this young man right now with 5:50 remaining in the ball game. You know, two just simple mental mistakes right there by the Sandoval offense.
Big games next week. You'll see them both on the EATEL Game of the Week. Spartans host Catholic. Sandoval will host Dutchtown. We'll have them both for you on EATEL 4 and EATEL 704. Right now, though, it's first down and 20. Hampton is in motion. Dixon flushed out of the pocket. Dixon's going to run. Dixon, he's got the 10 yards back on the penalty and about 3 more. What a nice run by Dixon down to the Spartan 48-yard line. Looks like they might have had him bottled up for a sack.
Dixon does a great job, though. Steps back, realizes nobody's going to be open and sees that opening right there. Watch the hit he puts on that guy coming up to tackle him right there.
Boy, he showed some good pocket awareness that time. He was able to find the seam and ran right up it.
Didn't waste no time.
Second down now and 8. They fake it to Hampton. Now they throw it to Hampton. That's the second time they've done this. Jazz Smith's going to run him out of bounds for a short gain out into the Sandoval sideline. It'll be at the 47-yard line. Spartan defense right now starting to cramp up.
They're tired.
Time of possession is definitely favoring Sandoval in this second half, which has now got 5:09 to go.
You know, and I'm not very surprised that Spartan defense is tired. You know, we talked about Chad Hill all night. Chad Hill, but guess what?
We're going to get
Hampton.
a timeout right now. We'll take it. Timeout, 5:09 to play. Coming down to the end on the 34th meeting, East Ascension leading Sandoval 21-13.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
Well, everybody's a winner after the Spartan Shout-Out. Presented checks to both schools for $18,000. $36,000 raised by volunteers. We'll take a look again at the goings-on at Lamar Dixon 2 nights ago as they had the shout-out. Students from both schools were out. $36,000. Boy,
that's a lot of work involving a lot of people, a lot of businesses, a lot of individual people who put their heart and soul into this thing. Started a long time ago by James Marshall and Ella Sargent. I mean, it's just been a wonderful thing for the community. It's a wonderful thing for the schools to bring everybody together. You see some of the Santa Monica students there, some of the EA people there. It's just a great thing. I don't think no community in Louisiana has this type of thing as you see right there, $18,000 each to each school.
Want to again thank Renee LeBeau for the photos that we've been able to show you tonight from the Santa Monica Shout-Out.
That's Jalen Watts live.
Renee LeBeau Photography, the official photographer of our EATEL Game of the Week. Jalen Watts, who has played one heck of a ball game, now going to be helped off the field. And the way they're helping Jalen off the field right now, I doubt if he's going to be returning in the final 5 minutes and 9 seconds.
As
defense for East Ascension has really been stretched here. Keep in mind now, a Santa Monica touchdown, and they are going to have to go for 2. Police Chief Sherman Jackson on the sidelines. Everybody's here. Everybody taking pictures with Glenn Darcy, former East Ascension star, here tonight. 3rd down. Over the middle. Pass is caught. Inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And Santa Monica knocking on the door as that reception is going to be made by Trent Cottrell.
Good pass protection is the beginning of making that play successful. A little curl route right in the middle of the field. Good pass protection. There's the receiver curling right in front of that cornerback right there and making the catch.
1st and 10 now at the 29-yard line. Clock goes inside 5 minutes. Throw toward the end zone. Grab. Touchdown. Duhon, his 2nd of the night. The best throw of the night for Tyler Dixon. I mean, he threw a bullet right into a streaking Duhon over the middle of the field.
I tell you what, a great route by Duhon, and watch this throw by Dixon right there. Threads the needle in between those two defenders. Perfect throw, great catch, great job, great route by Duhon.
Justin Duhon now with 3 TD catches on the year. 2 tonight. He came in with 1.
Big play here.
4:52 to go. They're going to go for 2. And this is to tie it. 5 receivers set. Hampton's in motion. Dixon looks that way. Dixon's going to try to run. Now he throws. It's caught. It is no good. Caught at the goal line, and Evan Matheny went down at the goal line, and they rule he is short of the end zone.
And I tell you, another great play by Tyler Dixon again. That was just a super play by Dixon that time. When he rolled out, saw nobody was open, kind of sucked the EA defense out. He was going to run it, threw the ball. Ball was caught, but it was short.
Let's get a sideline view now and see just how close Matheny ended up. Boy, he was in the end zone. That was Hampton. He was in the end zone, but then he came out apparently to catch it and fell forward.
Right. I think he went into the end zone and came back out of the end zone.
See the Santa Monica receivers talking to the officials right there.
Let's see if Santa Monica with an onside kick now. They're going to kick. How with them? I kick deep because East Ascension's had all kind of trouble moving the football.
Well, and I believe both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. So the clock not a factor yet with 4:52 to go. Keep in mind now, Trey Ballou is 12 of 18 in field goals on the year. He's kicked 12 of them, which is a high number in a high school for a high school team. So he's got 12 of them, so a field goal would win it if they could get back in position.
That's why I think they're going to kick it deep and see if they can hold the spots, because he's kicked off in the end zone the last 2 times. So
I don't think there's any doubt. I mean, I would want to play a field position game if I'm San Diego.
No doubt about it.
You kick off, let EA get it at the 20, get a 3 and out. You're back around midfield.
And that's where they're going to get it.
Going to go in the end zone for a touchback. Ball was about a yard into the end zone. And East Ascension's offense, Santa Ma's defense. It's been dominated by Santa Ma's defense since East Ascension went up 7-0. This is as close as the Gators have been. Santa Ma has never led in this ball game.
And East Ascension was the last time they made a first down other than the touchdown drive they had in the third quarter. They've been shut down without a touchdown.
Chad Hill's going to be split wide to the far side of the field. He's got one-on-one coverage by Jonathan Lewis.
I think I want a little clock first here.
Cade Wagaspack shifts over. They're going to go to Chad Hill. Hill has got it. Hill's got about 7 yards out to the 27-yard line. They ran that underneath route where he comes in on that slant inside, and he carries it out to the 27.
That was a nice gain that time. Bringing up a second and around minute by 3 or 4.
Boy, as tired as the Spartan defense is, I believe Santa Ma's is that fresh. They have hardly had any snaps in the second half. 2nd down and 3. Wagaspack shifts over. Josh Walker tries to go wide.
Not going to get it.
And he's going to lose 2 yards. Boy, the Spartans have spent 2 weeks trying to go wide, and they hadn't done it yet against Dutchtown or Santa Ma. At least it doesn't seem. And from a 2nd and 3, now 3rd and 5, and under 4 minutes to play.
And you know they've all been looking for Chad Hill right here. They're going to roll up on him. He's split wide to the left. We have a timeout.
And East Ascension now is going to spend the timeout on 3rd down and 5. So the Spartans are going to have 2 timeouts remaining. 3:46 to play. And I don't believe anybody other than the Santa Ma band has left this building.
The Santa Ma band hadn't left. They're getting ready for they're going to perform after. But everybody else is here. The band members out there, they're trying to find a spot where they can see too.
Santa Ma band is in the end zone. Next week, we've talked about it. We've got Catholic and East Ascension. You're also going to see Dutchtown and Santa Ma. So you will see both those games on the EATEL Game of the Week. A look at the schedule that we have had throughout the year. This is our 9th week. Santa Ma and East Ascension been waiting for this game all football season long, and it's here tonight, and it is not disappointed.
No, it's been a great high school football game under the best type of atmosphere you could ever want high school football. And a lot of this will come down, I think, to the last tick of the clock tonight.
Got to give a lot of credit to Tyler Dixon. He has really
played well.
Done a job at quarterback for Santa Ma. He has kept some plays alive. But, you know, when you look at it, each team has scored 3 touchdowns. That's just how good the defenses have been.
The defense for both teams have been outstanding.
Spartans with a new formation now on 3rd down and 5. They got everybody in tight.
Power I.
3rd and 5. Trahan throws it away. Not sure what that was all about. Tyler Johnson was putting pressure on Trahan. And Trahan was
leveled.
Kind of lost his breath because he was absolutely leveled. And it is now going to be 4th down and 5. And for some reason, the Spartans went to an offensive formation that they just hadn't used much this year.
Well, they went to that trying to put Santa Ma to sleep, like they were going to run the football from the power I formation, and they faked it, and they tried to go out in the flat with the ball right there. You see it right there. Johnson all over. Trahan was almost picked off trying to go to Miles in the flat.
Well, what happened, though?
But Trahan took a lick. Now he's got to come back and punt the football. This is big.
But what happened was Tyler Johnson just blew that thing up.
Well, I said put a lot of pressure. Now you got Trahan trying to punt this football here. This is going to be difficult here. Santa Ma with great field position coming up.
Boy, you can look across the way and sense the Santa Ma fans, they are feeling pretty good about their chances right now.
And I think they're going to take Trahan out of the game and let somebody else punt.
Well, Trahan is going to come out of the ball game. And Channing Mayer is going to come in and do the punting. And you got to wonder about Lane Trahan now for the rest of the ball game.
Got to wonder about that, but you also got to wonder about the snap. Trahan's a lot taller than Channing Mayer is right here, so this snap right here from Bateman is going to be very important.
4th and 5. Keep in mind, Spartans got 7 on their first down play on this series. It was 2nd down and 3, and the Gator defense got tough. And the punt is a shank, and it is rolling at the 30. It's rolling backwards, and it's at the 26-yard line. And it is all falling apart for the Spartans. Gators are going crazy across the way. They're almost in field goal range already.
You know, when it goes bad, it goes bad. Your quarterback gets laid out, so he's not capable of punting the football. In all probability, to put a youngster in there to punt. He hasn't punted much this year, and he shanks the ball. The Gators right now, hey, 3:27 left to go. I think they run the ball, run out the clock, and let Ballou put it through the uprights.
Ball at the 28-yard line now for Santa. First down and 10. A field goal will win it. They trail by 2. 3:27 to go. Hampton in motion. Right up the gut. This is Matheny just barreling inside the 20 to the 19. And it is all Gators right now, the momentum.
And a tired defense you're looking at for East Ascension right now.
I don't know how many 3-and-outs in a row the offense has had for the Spartans. 2nd down and 1. 1st and 10. Spartans did a good job to shut it down, but spinning forward was the ball carrier. And it is going to now be 1st and 10. And now you got to start to wonder about the clock. That was Evan Matheny on the carry.
And you got Jalen Watts out of the ball game right now, plus the defense is real tired. You see the Gators right now coming in with all their big, heavy guys. They're just going to pound the football right out the Spartans.
Spartans had a 14-point lead in this ball game twice. Clock is moving and running at 2:45. Santa Monica now is in no hurry. They just want to milk the clock now because if nothing else, they're in field goal range.
They got their big guys up there.
Now to hurry up, get up to the line of scrimmage. This is going to be Matheny. Matheny's going to be brought down. Artis Fountain, one of the tacklers, along with Tyler Green out of the secondary.
You got to remember something too, Loud. EA has blocked 1 extra point. They have come close the first time, so it'd be interesting. I think the timeout is called here.
Spartans are going to call a timeout with 2:21 to play. East Ascension is going to have 1 timeout left. You may recall Spartans ended up using a timeout earlier in this quarter.
Yep.
When the clock was stopped. So right now, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball around the 18-yard line. Spartan defense right now, they have been out on the field this entire second half.
Oh, rather than when it went ahead, they scored the touchdown early in the 3rd quarter. They have not made a first down.
Next week, we'll be back here at Spartan Stadium, Catholic and EA. Dutchtown and Santa Monica will play at the Pit. You're going to see both those games on the EATEL Game of the Week. Spartans lost a heartbreaker last week, so did Santa Monica. Woodlawn scored, went for 2 in overtime. Santa Monica trying to win back-to-back years against EA. 2nd down and 10. Handoff. Spartan defense stacks it up at the line of scrimmage. Whistles are blowing as the ball carrier continues to go forward, but the play blown dead. That's Evan Matheny. He's going to be brought down for about a yard loss. So it's going to now bring up 3rd down and 11. Ball is at the 19-yard line.
I think we're going to see a run to the right, put the ball in the middle of the field for a field goal.
Well, does Coach David Oliver want to put it in the hands of his kicker, Trey Ballou?
I would think so.
Because they are just going to let this clock run down and call a timeout. That's what they're going to do. Coach Oliver standing by the official. They're going to call a timeout right now with 1:35 to play. So Santa Monica's got 2 timeouts left. East Ascension has got 1. There's 95 seconds to play. It's 3rd and 11. Gators are at the Spartan 18.
I think it's very simple. I don't think you'll go for the field goal on this down, but I think you'll run it to the right off tackle somewhere, set it up right between the middle of the goalpost to give Ballou a shot to win the ball game. You look at a lot of Paul Bourgeois' first year field goal, did in the game wins it for East Ascension. Santamon makes a great goal line stand last year, and this year's coming down to the last play of the game again. So 3 great games in a row.
Credit Sanamon's defense this entire second half.
Sanamon's defense has played well all year long, Lyle. They've really done an excellent job.
Spartans have been able to get Chad Hill loose a couple of times. Here we go, 3rd down and 11. Matheny to the left of Dixon. Give it to Matheny, they're gonna keep it on the ground. They're gonna put it in the hands of Trey Ballou as it's gonna now be 4th down from the 13-yard line. And this is going to be a 30-yard field goal. For some reason, the Spartans are not using a timeout. They're just going to let the clock run down, and so will Santamon. We're going to go inside a minute to play before this field goal is going to be attempted. It was a missed extra point earlier that has put it into this situation. Then when the Gators went for 2, they did not make it. Timeout Santamon with 53 seconds to play. Both teams now with 1 timeout. You might as well say that this is it, because if it's good, Spartans will have 1 timeout to try to get back in field goal position the other way.
And they have
if it's no good, Santamon's only got 1 timeout left. Well, how about 2 weeks in a row it comes down to a field goal in these parish matchups? Last week it was a 40-yard field goal attempt by East Ascension. That was no good. Here it's going to be spotted at the 20. Trey Ballou, who is 12 of 18 on the year. His longest field goal is 43 yards. He is going to try a 30-yarder for, in all probability, what will be the game winner.
A lot of pressure on Trey Ballou, though. He's a very good field goal kicker. You know, the Spartans have come out with an all-out rush right here.
Earlier tonight, Ballou missed his first extra point of the year. He's kicking it to the Burnside end of the field.
That's like no
where
one.
The Spartan band is in the make that the Gator band is in the end zone.
That's like
here we go.
Not a person seated in this stadium.
Here we go. It'll be spotted down by Justin Duhan, who has caught 2 touchdown passes tonight. We'll look from the end zone. Kick is up, and he got it in or no? Missed it. Off to the right. He missed it off to the right.
Holy
Spartan crowd is going crazy.
Whole stadium is going crazy. Boy, from here,
they need to keep the students off the field. Spartan students are jumping over the stands. Wow. We get a chance to re-rack that and look again. I thought it might have snuck in at the very end. East Ascension now can take a knee as we take a look at it again.
No, he pushed it
well
to the right.
Off to the right.
Well out.
But it started to hook back. See, right there, I don't know.
That's...
That ball did a hook. Timeout will be called now by Santamon as Trahan took a knee. And a timeout has been called with 41 seconds to play. And Santamon will not be able to stop it again. So what ended up happening is Santamon put their eggs in the basket of the field goal. And it ends up coming up short. But what a ball game we have had here tonight.
This has been one of the better high school football games that we've had in a long time. While last week was very exciting, but it's the atmosphere tonight, all the people here. You look over the Santamon side over there, some of the people starting to leave. They're in shock. They're in total shock. They cannot believe what they just saw. A missed field goal at the end of the ball game, which everybody thought was almost automatic, but nothing is automatic in football, as we all well know.
But it's so ironic in that missed field goals are going to end up ultimately playing the role in the winner and loser of a parish matchup. Last week, Dutchtown wins on the missed field goal. Tonight, it appears that East Ascension will come away with a 2-point win when the 30-yard field goal attempt tails off to the right.
And the safety position is Boo Palele.
So Trahan is going to just take it now. We got a flag. And we're going to get offsides against Santa Monica, which is academic right now. And they're going to march off 5 yards.
Defense, 5 yards, still first down.
So if the Spartans can execute the center snap, they're going to go to 8-1 and 3-1 in league play. Trahan snaps, takes knee, and that'll be your ball game. Santa Monica can't stop it again. If they don't start the play clock, now tempers are starting to flare a little bit, but they're quickly going to break it up. And that's going to be your ball game because the play clock hadn't even started yet, and the ball game's going to be over. The Spartans don't have to snap it again. Good job by these officials to prevent anything from happening there.
They did.
That's just nothing but frustration. And this one is going to be in the books, and if you can believe it or not, after 34 meetings between these two schools, it is now tied at 17-17. You cannot get any closer than that, as East Ascension literally holds on for a 2-point win, 31-29.
Unbelievable. Look at the scene right there. You know, two quality football programs composed of quality kids, quality coaches. See them going out there shaking hands. They'll probably go out and eat hamburgers together tonight or have a few Coca-Colas together tonight. Just a classic ball game tonight between just two fine high schools.
That'll do it as the Spartan student body storms the field as you would expect. East Ascension is going to win it 21-19. Gators will get Dutchtown next week at the pit. East Ascension will get Catholic High here. We'll have them both on the EATEL Game of the Week. For Easton Roth and our Pelican Sports production crew, we hope you've enjoyed this Ascension Parish matchup between East Ascension and Santa Monica. We'll see you next week. It'll be Spartans and Catholic on the EATEL Game of the Week. I'm Lyle Boudreau. That's your final. You have been watching the EATEL Game of the Week. The Spartans hung on and survived a 30-yard field goal attempt that was wide right with 47 seconds remaining to escape with the win. Chad Hill scored all 3 EA touchdowns, while Lane Trahan passed for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns for the home team. Santa Monica's Tyler Dixon threw for 198 yards and 3 TDs. Justin Duhan had 2 touchdown receptions for the Gators. For the first time in the series, Santa Monica wore white jerseys with orange numbers and also wore orange pants for the second straight year. I'm Lyle Boudreau. Thanks for watching another edition of Ascension's Glory Days on the EATEL Game of the Week.